What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Cyclones and the Devils. And with that, I want to welcome everybody back into another edition of the Fall 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined as always by Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's 6 matches between the Cyclones and the Devils. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Fantastic, Andrew. Looking forward to some exciting action starting off in just about 10 seconds.
Yes, well, these 2 teams competing tonight. The Cyclones have played 3 game days, 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie. Devils have played 2 game days, losers of both, so they're hoping to get some points tonight. We're starting in Division 5 doubles with Jairo and Stan representing the Cyclones, taking on Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Jairo and Stan 1-0 so far this regular season. Benetrix and Rock 1-1. Ready for our first match of the day. Jairo and Stan serve to Benetrix and Rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our first match of the game day. Jairo and Stan will serve for the Cyclones. Benetrix and Rock receiving for the Devils. Just waiting for Rock to get tied into his cesta. Usually doesn't take very long. Looks like he's almost done. Ready to go. That whistle means we're ready to go. Jairo serves. We begin with an underserve. First fault. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Good catch by Rock. Backhand to the inside. Here's Stan. Rock now from the 12 line. Good catch, fine return. Benetrix to the inside. Jairo's there. Rebote forehand. Picked up on the bounce by Benetrix. Benetrix to the inside. And Stan from the 10. Rock from the 11 line on the backhand. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall, played on the forehand of Jairo. Benetrix on the catch. 2-all, stopped by Jairo. Rebote saved by Rock. That's beautifully played. Here's Stan. Stan from the 8 line. Rebote. Rebote's save is in play. Benetrix takes it on the bounce. Powerful forehand cut off on the left side of Jairo. Beautiful catch by Stan at the side wall. Rock's there. Rock from the 11. Difficult catch on the forehand of Rock. Big bounce. Brought down by Stan. Rebote saved by Benetrix. Benetrix moves to the outside. Low and hard to the inside. Benetrix is there. Backhand from the 8. Ball tipped. Excellent first point played by all 4 players. First point goes to Jairo and Stan.
Really well played first points in what should be an interesting match out here. I mean, it's very even. You got the higher ranked player in the front court with Jairo and Benetrix and the lower ranked players in the back here. It's really going to come down to the support that Stan and Rock can give their front quarters up here. Again, long rally, first miss by Rock there. Stan has looked really solid to begin this season, way better than he finished the winter.
Absolutely. Rock switches from right to left. He makes the catch. Rock on the backhand, powerfully thrown. That clears the overhead screen, comes out to the rebote. Difficult catch by Rock, beautifully made on the left side. Another rebote. Stan from the 10 line to the inside. Rock's there. Stan now from the 12 line to the inside. Benetrix for the rebote. Passing the front quarter. Jairo makes the save. Good catch by Rock. Lower and harder. Caught by Jairo. Rebote forehand saved by Rock. Point for Jairo and Stan. They lead 2-0.
And Rock hasn't had the best start to this season, but it looks like he's a little hesitant to make those catches as the ball is coming at him. Again, he's choosing to look for the rebote almost every time it's coming to him, which is just a sign that he's not fully comfortable. Again, these are coming in pretty hard, but again, that's one that he's looking towards the back wall. A little earlier in the rally, he did it too. Again, like to see Rock step in there and try to make those tough catches because you could save those rebotes, but you're just going to lay them up and feed Jairo over and over again. That's not a winning formula either.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Powerful forehand. Will pass. Jairo calls for the rebote. Rebote left side. Benetrix moves in. That's a good catch. Powerful backhand from the 6 line. Rebote for Jairo. Benetrix, backhand. Ball ruled tipped in the backcourt. That's a point for Benetrix and Rock. Benetrix serves.
Ruled to have been tipped there. A lot of question coming from the Cyclone side, but it's going to get the Devils on the board.
There definitely was a sound. You don't judge by sound, you judge by what you see. Sometimes it's the sound of the cesta hitting the side wall at the same time that the ball's passing. Difficult to see. But judges call is final. Backhand by Stan. Benetrix is there. Rebote saved. Benetrix attacks with the forehand. Powerful right side coming in low. Stopped by Stan. Great catch. Rock's there. Rock from the 11 line. Benetrix backhand from the 9. That's a great catch by Rock deep in the backcourt. He keeps it inside. Back to the sidewall, dropping to the rebote. Rock now from the 11 line. Stan on the catch. Backhand from the 11. Powerful forehand, Rebote. This one caught in the air by Stan. Benetrix to the backcourt to make the catch. Rebote dropping. That's up, and away. That hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2-2. Benetrix serves. We're all tied up.
Again, good consistent play up in the front by Benetrix to start off this match. He seems to have taken to this court quicker than most. I mean, so far up here in the front court, his catch rate's solid. He's tied for 6th on the roster, over 97%. He's top 5 in terms of total kills out there. And this is a guy who came in. He didn't hear a lot about the costado, but he's doing it from both sides so far, which is really great to see in just his 3rd day out there.
Big backhand clears the overhead screen. Forehand Rebote by Benetrix. Benetrix on the backhand. To the corner. Jairo calls for it. Dropping. He saves it. Rebote left side to the inside. Big bounce. Will score. 3 points for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
And in most matchups in Division 5, you would tell Jairo and Stan to just outcatch their opponents, getting these longer rallies, but against Benetrix is probably the only one you wouldn't advise that against. You said the stats, he throws a lot of shots, he scores on a lot of them, and Jairo doesn't. He hasn't throughout his career. That's not his game. So again, you see, you engage in long rallies, you could be the one to miss a ball first.
Benetrix to the inside. Here's the backhand. Stands there. Rock from the 11 line. To the forehand of Jairo. Jairo hard to the inside. Scoop by Benetrix. Rock again, this time from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote dropping. Saved by Jairo. Benetrix moves into position. Rebote to the inside. Big bounce. Brought down by Stan. Great catch. Good catch by Rock. Outside placement. Wow. That's a point for Jairo and Stan. We're all tied up. 3-3.
That's the old mentality of play to the whistle and sometimes through the whistle. You like the effort, but it got a little dangerous here at Benetrix and Jairo, and you're throwing a 2-all Rebote. Everyone duck, but everyone's safe.
Is that what that was? A 2-all Rebote? Attempt?
An attempt.
Okay.
Yeah.
He tried to keep the point going. No question about that.
It was all, yeah, you love to see that. But.
Yeah.
That was just a tough one.
Wrong wall. Benetrix picks the serve, drop shot. Jairo takes off, gets there.
Got it.
Forehand rebote by Benetrix to the feet of Stan. Stan going for the rebote, has a miss. 4 points for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
Just a perfect rebote there by Benetrix. Coming at Stan, it was close to the side wall, so he didn't want to go for the catch. And then when it came off the back wall, it was right back there on the side wall, so the rebote was difficult as could be.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Benetrix at the 10, backhand, thrown low and hard. Jairo's there. Rebote to the inside. Stands there. Benetrix at the 10 line, up the wall, big backhand follows. Rebote coming out. Benetrix cuts it off. Fifth point for Benetrix and Rock, possible set point.
Well, just a little miscommunication here late. Backhand to the inside. You see Stan gets out there for the rebote, but Jairo simultaneously is calling him off. Stan ducks out of the way late, and Jairo doesn't have a lot of time to see and play that rebote.
It's a hard serve by Benetrix. There's the backhand. Rebote, high and inside. Stan is there. Jairo on the catch. Backhand. Benetrix from the 9 line. To the inside, at the wall. Stan, difficult catch on the left side. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Cut off the sidewall. Beautiful catch by Benetrix. That rebote is dying. Benetrix makes the save. It's on the wall, and it scores. Point and set for Benetrix and Rock. They take the first set. 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come out and play our next set.
First set of the day going to the Devils. Benetrix and Rock coming back, winning 6-3. Take a look at some replays from that first set. Jairo, a whole bunch of right side, back to the inside of the court. See one, sneaks one by Rock there. Rebote left side here. That one kicking up. And you see Stan kind of reaching with one hand and then trying to save the rebote.
This is probably the most aggressive we've seen Benetrix play. Outside play. That's. Well, they ducked. So they turned away from the ball and ducked, which is what you can hope for.
Well, to that point, Stu, just watching that first set, I was thinking, it doesn't look like he's new to the roster this season. I mean, it looks like he's a veteran, someone like Jairo that we've seen for years out there on the court.
Benetrix, you mean?
Yes,
yeah.
Benetrix playing at this level in this division of doubles and doing pretty much everything out there. I mean, you see him backed up to the 11 line, taking one off the wall. Beautiful rebote there, digging it out. Look at the placement of that, riding the side wall the entire length of the court.
There's no way to predict, how a player's going to make an adjustment, and Benetrix has adjusted of this group of 3 who's joined. Benetrix has made the adjustment certainly a bit more readily than Etcheberry. And, of course, Unda's new to the roster this season. He seems to be doing fine in the back, but you're absolutely right. Benetrix looked pretty natural.
Yeah, competition is a little different. I mean, Benetrix has played only Division 5 doubles matches, but you compare Benetrix's catch rate 97.5% to Etcheberry down at 89%, or just north of 89%. I mean, that shows you just how well Benetrix is playing, adjusting, and I mean, doing it in this group, playing alongside Rock. I mean, just pretty impressive to see. And I also, mention the shot stats too. I mean, he's doing it from the right side. He's doing it from the costado too. I mean, just a variety of shots, and that's what you need in this division. 1-1 record for Benetrix and Rock so far. They got the first set.
We're ready to begin our second set. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones. Jairo serves. Our second set has begun. Here's the backhand by Rock. High and hard at the back wall. Robote forehand by Jairo. Stand on the catch. Backhand to the inside. Benetrix takes it off the side wall at the 9 line. Ball tipped in by the front quarter. First point of the second set goes to Jairo and Stan of the Cyclones. Jairo serves.
Benetrix really wanted that one. I mean, that was crossing the side
so
wall
low.
on the floor practically as he went in there. So, again, that's more times than not a Robote or the backquarters catch, but he's been aggressive. And let that slide early in this set. He's been playing so well. You see apologizing to Rock there in the back, but no need. First point, though, to the Cyclones.
Fault, underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Excellent whistle. Rock on the catch, forehand over the top. Big bounce, stopped by Jairo at the 9 line. Difficult catch made by Rock deep in the backcourt. Stand from the 11. Rock down low at the 12. Robote forehand, low and inside. Benetrix is there. There's the backhand from the 9 line. Difficult catch by a Rock made deep in the backcourt. Not much coming off that Robote. Benetrix does make the save down low. Jairo winding up. Hard to the inside. Benetrix calls for it. Robote. Jairo down low. Backhand wall to wall from the left side. Outside placement. Not outside enough. Jairo stops it. Low and hard. Cut off by Benetrix on the left side. Great catch. Robote at the side wall, well played. Stan moves in, makes a fine catch. Rock at the side wall, good catch. Here's the backhand. Robote left side to the inside, big bounce. Good grab by Stan, made up high. Powerful forehand, this one caught by Stan. Big backhand by Rock. Robote forehand, straight back. Another good catch by Rock. Here's the backhand. Robote left side, straight to the back court, stands there. Robote forehand. Catch by Jairo. Dos Paredes, the 2-all by Jairo will score. 2 points for Jairo and Stan. Jairo serves.
Tremendous point there by the Cyclones, and Jairo finishes him off when he gets Benetrix trapped inside. You see right here, Benetrix knows, and that's where you see the body language go. He knows he's trapped. Jairo shoots the 2-wall, and no chance for Rock to run and get that one on the outside.
As we know, Jairo does not throw many 2-walls from the left side like that, but that was very effectively done. There's the backhand by Rock. That took off. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3 points for Jairo and Stan. Of the Cyclones, Jairo serves.
And that throw came after making a difficult catch off of a powerful serve. And can't imagine he had full control, sent it up high on the throw, and kicked up into that overhead screen.
Benetrix picks a difficult serve. That lands in and scores. Well thrown. Benetrix and Rock on the board with a point. Benetrix has a serve for the Devils. He really, I mean, there was nothing soft about this serve.
No, threw it with confidence. I mean, he just stands in there, makes a difficult catch, and then shoots it.
Beautifully done.
With conviction. Throws it hard, powerfully into the side wall. That scores.
Beautiful catch by Jairo. Placement inside, read by Rock, stopped by Rock. Rock just keeps it in play. Well done. Rebote left side, high. Jairo picks it up on the left side. Rebote saved by Benetrix at the side wall. Here's Jairo. Ball scooped up on the forehand of Rock. Rock now from the 11 line to the inside. Rebote forehand by Benetrix, hard to the left side of Jairo. Stand from the 12. Rock now from deep in the backcourt on the left side, stands there. Going hard from the right side, stopped in the front court. Benetrix up high on the left side. There's the backhand. Rebote, forehand by Jairo. Rebote, forehand save by Benetrix. That's floating, picked up by Jairo. In and out of the cesta it goes. The Cortada scores for Jairo on the inside. Jairo and Stan have 4. Jairo has the serve for the Cyclones.
The Cyclones are just waiting for that one opportunity. Jairo finally got it there. Benetrix laid up that rebote. You see where Jairo gets it. I mean, on the right side, back there at the 7 line, he crosses the wall. It's just coming up on Rock so quickly. Had it for a moment, then fell out. 4-1. Cyclones in control this second set.
What a serve, what a catch. The 2-all will score. 2 points for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Benetrix has a serve. Man, another one. I mean, Jairo fires this one.
It's a hard serve, but it's, again, not crossing the wall. It's still an incredibly difficult catch up high there, and then shoots a 2-wall with control.
Really well done.
Both points coming off of that 2-wall.
There's a backhand. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand, powerfully thrown by Benetrix. Here's the backhand by Stan. Rock from the 12 line. Rebote left side, back to the inside at the sidewall. Stan makes a fine catch overhead. Benetrix now from the left side, coast to the inside, will score. 3 points for Benetrix and Rock. Benetrix serves.
And now that Benetrix has scored with the 2-wall, whenever he throws the costado, Jairo's going to take off towards the net, leaving Stan exposed on the inside. you know the Devils are down here. They fought back, and now they have them in a pretty good position here to come back and win the match.
Stan on the backhand. Rock from the 12 line to the inside. Stands there. Rebote forehand, back to the inside. Jairo picks it off at the 8 line. Rock from the 12 to the inside. Big bounce. Benetrix, difficult catch at the 9. There's the backhand. Rebote left side to the inside. Great catch by Stan. Here's Rock from the 11 line. Rebote dropping, saved on the forehand of Jairo. Rebote now for Benetrix. Benetrix, fine catch at the 9 line. Backhand to the inside. Outside placement stopped by Jairo. Jairo powerfully from the forehand. Rock not able to make the rebote. That's a 5th point for Jairo and Stan. Possible set point.
Benetrix went for it, tries to go for the outside placement off the rebote, but doesn't get it nearly outside enough. I mean, look at where Jairo catches this ball inside the court. 7 line, another forehand. It's coming in so hard. Scoring there for the Cyclones. Chance to push it to a 3rd set.
It's a hard serve by Jairo is stopped by Rock. Backhand by Rock. Rebote save by Jairo. Benetrix takes off. Hard throw to the inside. And stops it. And the carom by Stan will score. Well done. Point and set for Jairo and Stan. The 3rd set coming up in 2 minutes. So Stan breaks out a 2-all there at the end. Well done.
After a nice catch there to the right side. And that's how you counter an aggressive front quarter. And you don't see Stan throw a lot of shots, but you saw Benetrix take a few steps back to the inside before he recognized that was a carom, and by that time, it's past you. Seeing fired up Cyclone side of the cage here after set number 2. Jairo and Stan giving their team a shot.
You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Here's some replays from that 2nd set.
Take a look here. Jairo power to the inside. What a beautiful catch that is.
Just stopped it in the cesta really well. Here's where he got locked in the side. Costado 2-all, just opens and scores. One of a couple serves that Benetrix took. This one, Jairo has a powerful serve. Benetrix just stopped it coming across the box. Placement to the outside, puts it in Jairo's sweet spot.
Look at this, Rebote coming out, but it's opening outside and up over Rock's head. Inside placement here. I mean, look at the catch.
Great catch.
And then the carom. Yeah, he caught him going the other way.
Really well done by
shot that
Stan.
was.
Tremendous play by Stan there.
You know, last season, Stan, one of the lowest catch rates on the roster at about 86%. This year, through a couple of matches, 3 matches played, he's over 90%, 90.4. So you see that improvement, 4 percentage points, pretty significant. And now what, his 3rd season of play here, I believe, in Battle Court?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always helps when you got a veteran up in front of you like Jairo, who he's had success in just about every division of doubles that he has played in. Not known for his, ability to kill a lot of points from the Costado. Doesn't kill a bunch, but he'll out-catch his opponents. He'll fire those forehands inside and always seems to come out on top. We'll see what happens here in a 3rd set to decide our first match of the night. Coming up next, we'll see Inaki and Manu against Echeberry and Nicholas. That's Division I doubles.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our third and final set. Benetrix will have the serve for the Devils.
This is going to be a test. You know, Benetrix and Rock really haven't been tested all too much in this 5th division so far. It's first third setter. We'll see how fatigue factors into this third set. Benetrix has been working very hard up in the front, but showing no signs of slowing down.
Benetrix serves. We begin. Jairo picks the serve. Hard throw right up the middle. Goes off the frame of Rock Sesta. First point for Jairo and Stan of the Cyclones.
The one thing that Costado does is it keeps the opposing front quarter towards the outside. You can get Rock on an island there. That's exactly what Jairo did, and blasted one by to get the first point of set 3.
Another hard serve by Jairo will score. 2 points for Jairo and Stan. Jairo serves.
Just such a powerful serve coming in there. And no chance for Benetrix to take it really either.
It's a good catch by Rock. Here's the backhand to the inside. Stand down low, backhand from the 10. Benetrix, left side from the 9 line. Scoop by Benetrix. Big backhand takes off for Bote coming out to the 3 line. What a catch by Benetrix. Hard throw by Jairo. Stan, fine catch at the side wall. Jairo calls for the Bote, plays it back. Benetrix is there. Rebote forehand. Cut off by Jairo. Jairo from the backhand, low and hard. Stopped by Benetrix. Into the corner, the ball goes. 2-all, caught the pad. Third point for Jairo and Stan. Of the Cyclones, Jairo serves.
Just a little deep to shoot a 2-all there. I mean, that was back about the 9 or 10 line as opposed to the others that were up about the 4. And increasingly more difficult as you back up into this court to throw the 2-all effectively.
Absolutely, and you also don't want to throw it, so you give it to Jairo's forehand.
You can sense that why he kind of threw it so close to the pad, you know, just trying to get it to cut as much as he can. And
great catch by Rock on the forehand off another hard serve by Jairo. This ball tipped in the backcourt. That's a point for Benetrix and Rock. Benetrix will take over the serve for the Devils.
That's one, if I'm Jairo, I'm telling Stan how great of a job he's done, but maybe next time you can let that one come out. I mean, he's moving to the outside. There's a lot going on, and Jairo's got one of the most reliable rebotes on the roster. He can fire one back inside and maybe get a point there instead of giving one away.
Backhand by Stan. Rebote by Benetrix. Stan up high. Rock on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Wall to wall. Out to the Rebote. Rebote. Way up high. Too high. That hit the rail just above the front wall. That's a 4th point for Jairo and Stan. Jairo has a serve.
Rebote just getting away from him. Warm ball here in the 3rd set, but it was kind of a wild swing. Didn't have a lot of control and ultimately ended up out of play.
Rock makes the catch on the forehand. Plays it up high. Catch by Stan. Rock's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Jairo calls for it. Up high. Benetrix moves in. Backhand from the 7. Robote forehand. Robote saved by Jairo. Benetrix will make the catch on the right side. Hard forehand is crossing. Jairo looks for the Robote. Did not have the distance. That's the second point for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
Almost just seemed like a misread there by Jairo. I mean, he's played that Robote many times. Stan ducked out of the way, and it just kind of came up and in on Jairo, not what he was expecting. Really keeps the Devils in it. Just a 2-point deficit.
Good catch by Rock at the 12. Passes the front quarter, stands there. Robote forehand to the inside. Jairo will let it pass. It's tipped. That is a third point for Benetrix and Rock of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
Well, maybe just forgot where he was for a second, you know. Playing with Manu may let that one go, but here in Division 5, that's Jairo's ball all day long. Got to step in there and make that catch. And then Stan certainly wasn't prepared to let it pass either.
Robote left side, did very much to the inside. Robote dropping. Jairo makes the save to the outside. Benetrix follows it. Powerful right side, scooped up beautifully by Jairo.
Wow.
Here's Rock. Backhand from the 11 line. Not much on that one. Fifth point for Jairo and Stan. Possible set, possible match point for the Cyclones.
Kind of dropped right into the Chula there. I mean, not a true Chula where it rolls out of the back corner, but, I mean, effective enough to give the Cyclones a fifth point. You see the frustration by Benetrix. He knew it, too. Just hooked the Robote. When it's coming at that speed off the back wall, you just can't get enough power to reach. I mean, really. Couple chances to close out the match now.
Catch by Rock. Rock from the forehand, that's high. Robote coming out, Jairo's in position. Benetrix comes cross court, makes the catch, powerful backhand. Stan is there. Big backhand by Stan. Robote for Benetrix. Benetrix to the inside, big bounce. This one brought in by Stan. Rock from the 11 line. Light touch, Jairo moves in with the forehand. Right side to the inside. Benetrix on the Robote. Jairo cuts it off on the left side. Backhand. Tipped. Point set and a hard-fought match for Jairo and Stan of the Cyclones, winning at 6-3 in the third set.
And the Cyclones get the first win of the game day, picking up where they left off in their last one, coming off of a win over the Chargers. A three-setter, they're on the board first. Jairo and Stan 6-3 in the third set.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Let's take a look at that game day score, reflecting that win by Jairo and Stan. You see that bottom row, those are our season-long standings. Chargers and Renegades tied at the top. Cyclones, this is their fourth game day of the year, compared to some teams that have only played two, but you see them tied for third place. Top four teams at the end of the regular season will advance to the playoffs. We will hear from our winners, Jairo and Stan. There they are. Congratulations, guys. It's the first time playing up against Benetrix in the front court. Jairo, what kind of challenges did he present in that match?
I mean, it was a big challenge because I never played against Devils. and no Benetrix. So he played really good. I mean, they are a solid couple. So it was a very hard game.
Yeah, and Stan, now on this Cyclones team, how do you feel about the first couple matches? Because I think we've seen some of the best Jai-Alai you've played in your career now.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Jairo is just super easy. He makes everything easy. He makes my job also easier, and you know, he gives a lot of confidence. So, you know, I've been enjoying myself a lot.
Awesome, guys. Great win to start off the game day for your Cyclones. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. We will move over to Division 1 doubles. That's Inaki and Manu for the Cyclones, taking on Echeverry and Nicholas of the Devils. Inaki and Manu, 1-0 to begin this fall regular season. Echeverry and Nicholas 0-2. Looking for their first win. Again, Echeverry, one of the 3 new players on this roster, along with Unda and Benetrix. You actually see all 3 of them today, Stu.
We will. We have.
Already seen one, now the second. Ready to begin match number 2. Inaki serves. Our second match has begun. With a backhand to the inside, Manu steps up, takes it in the air, sends it back. Now Nicholas from the left side. Kicks up the middle. Manu, backhand, low runner. Nicholas backing up, he scooped it up. Inaki floats one up. Nicholas takes it off the wall deep in the backcourt. Now Inaki up at the 8. High and hard trying to pass. Nicholas reaching in again. Ball missed off the side wall there. Echeverry and Nicholas. First point of our second match.
Tough ball there. Inaki has a love-hate relationship with that side wall.
Manu takes in the serve, powers the backhand. Nicholas steps in front of it, keeps it on the left side. Inaki takes it off the wall, sends it high and deep. This one past Nicholas. Echeverry on the rebote, plays it over the top. Inaki cuts it off, and hard again. Echeverry with another rebote, this time from the 8 line. Back inside, it's missed by Manu. That's 2 for the Devils.
Placement of the ball to the inside. Came up fast on Manu, actually.
Inside placement, Manu steps up, sends the backhand deep. Nicholas takes it off the wall, back beyond the 13. Now Manu. From the 11 line, high and hard to the inside. It's on the wall, kicks off a bit. Echeverry on the back end, saves the rebote. Great control along the wall. Powerful throw. Now Nicholas steps up. Tries to get it past Manu. He reaches up in the corner, cuts it off, plays it back. Nicholas up now at the 11 line. Backhand dropping low. Manu steps up. Echeverry alone for this rebote. Over the top on the inside, cut off by Inaki. Just tries to pass with the backhand. Here's another rebote. Left side, back inside, on the bounce. Manu scoops it up. Great catch by Echeverry. Takes a look, sends it high and deep. Long rebote up at the 6. Inaki sends it back inside. Now Nicholas. Low bullet inside. Nicholas, what a scoop up there at the 10. Now Manu rips it off the wall, sends it back. Dropping now, Nicholas steps up, makes another play. High and deep, long rebote. It's cutting to the wall. Inaki turns it, but right back to Nicholas though. Low runner, Inaki right in front of this one, sends it back. Passing Nicholas, Echeverry left side rebote. High to the inside, big bounce. Manu controls it again. Hard backhand right along the wall. Manu takes it off, plays it back. Now Nicholas, spectacular catch at the 12 line. Nicholas from the middle of the court. Crosses the wall, Manu takes it in, sends it high and deep. Past Nicholas though. Backhand inside, now Inaki. Past both Devils, Echeverry again. That rebote a little too high. It's up in the overhead screen and out of play. That's a point for the Cyclones. They're on the board.
Echeverry seemed to be getting the feel of the rebote. That one escapes high off the off that bar that's just above the overheads, the top glass. Something up there. You know the bar I'm talking about, right? I'm not sure anyone else does who might be listening, but...
Sorry, I got you. A bullet there on the bounce. Manu turns the look for the rebote, and he really digs it out. Echeverry makes a scoop, shoots a 2-wall, not enough. Inaki Carambola. Oh, hit Echeverry. That's going to score for the Cyclones. And we're tied 2-2.
Some give a thumbs up, meaning that he's okay. He got hit on the back end of that carambola. Beautiful save here by Manu. Echeverry attacking. Goes to the outside, but Inaki's right there.
Go. Yeah. Here's Manu on the inside, makes a nice catch. It's picked off inside by Echeverry. Low runner, Manu read it, steps up, makes the catch, now fires it back. This one on the bounce, Echeverry left side of Bote, lays it up high, Inaki runs under it, shoots it outside, that's scooped by Echeverry. He whips it back, and it scores. Nice play there by Echeverry in the front. The Devils retake the lead, 3-2.
Again, seems to have a little better feel every day we see him out there. In that case, positions himself well to make this catch. Inaki's got a lot of confidence on this, but Echeverry steadies it in his cesta and just puts it back inside to score. Well thrown. A Costado carambola. Interesting.
What a scoop up there by Nicholas at the 10 line. Low backhand, Manu brings it in. Catch overhead, Nicholas back beyond the 13 line, puts it along the wall. Manu steps up. Now Inaki on the forehand. Looking to pass from the right side, Nicholas with a leaping grab. Now Inaki takes it off the wall, sends this one high and deep. No chance for Nicholas there. Echeverry all alone, lays a rebote wall-to-wall. Nice throw. Now Inaki scrambling, lays it up inside. Scoop with one hand made by Nicholas. That one past the Cyclones. Inaki turns another rebote. It's kicking up and out. Tough one. Echeverry, good save on the back end, and it scores. 4-2 lead for the Devils.
That's a tricky one. So it's also floating, but it's floating up off of the floor. Inaki wants to catch that, as they say, bote corredo on the running bounce. But you couldn't see it was off camera, but he was like showing how he needed to trap the ball, as we often see Benny do, I think. And just went onto the frame and never rolled into his cesta.
Manu gets there on the outside, low running backhand, pulled in by Nicholas with a flying catch up there at the 10 line. Manu back in position, stops it in the corner, fires one back. Nicholas from the left side. Now Manu. Echeverry steps in to cut it off at the 8. Low running backhand, picked off the side wall. What a catch. Hard backhand follows, Nicholas out of the way. Echeverry plays the rebote, wall to wall. Inaki over the top, Nicholas picks it up off the wall. Backhand inside, now Manu. This one dropping, Nicholas steps up, fires it back, puts it on the wall. Manu rips it right off there at the 12. High hard backhand, Nicholas goes up for this one. Not gonna let it come out. Now Inaki steps in front, sends it high and deep. Long rebote, Echeverry tracks it down, plays it over the top of the 6. Manu couldn't get there, Inaki drops it inside. Nicholas sidearm play, Manu ducks out of the way, Inaki lays up the rebote, and it scores. That's tipped by Nicholas. 3 for the Cyclones.
Nicholas doesn't miss many. That one tipped into Manu.
Low hard serve. Nicholas makes a catch. Plays it inside, right to Inaki. Now Manu reaches into the corner. Takes it out from the left side. Nicholas with the forehand now. Over Inaki's head. Crossing the wall.
What a
Manu,
catch.
great high scoop. Deep into the backcourt. Manu now from the 12 line, backhand inside. Nicholas right there in the corner, stops a tough one. Now Manu ranging back, brings it in, backhand, cut off by Etcheberry. Takes a look, fires it back, low and hard. Manu stands in, makes the play. Oh, Nicholas, what a leaping grab in the corner. Fires it out, now Manu steps up. Plays it wall to wall from the left side. Robote turned by Etcheberry. Manu steps up, he's got it on the right side this time. Passing Nicholas. Etcheberry, another rebote. This one dropped along the wall. Manu steps away. Inaki comes cross court to save the rebote. Etcheberry hooked it up the middle. Manu stands in, makes the catch. Karam's coming at him, and it scores. Ball missed on the outside. 4-4 is the score. Inaki and Manu serve.
So Etcheberry sent one back. Manu read it perfectly. Makes the catch. Sidearm Karam. Etcheberry going for the scoop. Frustrating play. Just off the side of the cesta.
Here's Nicholas. Opens up with the backhand, puts it along the wall. Manu steps away. Inaki comes back to save the rebote. Scooped up there at the 12 line. Back inside. Manu takes it off the wall. Nicholas able to pass both Cyclones. Inaki backpedals quickly, drops it from the right
What a
side.
catch.
Nicholas takes it right off the wall. Sketch of the match. Here's Manu. Nicholas again, back beyond the 13 line this time. Inaki clean miss, but he calls him off on the back end. Now Nicholas comes flying in, forehand, crossing the wall. Manu has to step in to save the rebote. Nicholas from the 10, trying to pass. Manu not going to let him, goes up for it. Now sends it deep. This is coming away out. Etcheberry from the left side, turns it inside. Kind of died off the front wall. Manu handles the forehand. Nicholas now back over the top. Inaki couldn't get there. Manu, spectacular catch on the numbers. He blasts the return. Etcheberry again this time. Wall to wall from the left side, rebote. Inaki kind of fed him though. It's inside and Nicholas takes it off the wall. Stuck into the basket. There's a cross. Long rebote again, turned over the top. Etcheberry keeps it inside. Manu saves the rebote. And it scores again. 5 points for the Cyclones. They have a possible set point.
Off of 2 misses by Nicholas. I can't remember last time I said that.
We throw around uncharacteristic miss, but I mean, you're not going to see 2 that fit the billing quite like that. I mean, coming right to his left side, not moving particularly hard, off the wall.
Definition of uncharacteristic.
No, you can tell by his reactions too. But Etcheberry, though, a lot of good stuff here in what now his 3rd match in this division.
Tremendous power. A lot more power than I thought.
Way more involved. He's passing from both sides off the rebote. Haven't seen that from the left side very often. Forehand rebote there by Inaki, back over the top, right to Nicholas, charging down the inside. Now Manu, backhand from the 12. Nicholas, great catch overhead, blind. Manu all we can behind this one. Rebote comes out to Etcheberry, turns it low. Manu makes the catch at the 11, low runner to the inside, picked off the wall by Nicholas. Now Manu steps up. Same spot, a little bit harder. This one dropping between them. Etcheberry's got to save the rebote. He does, but feeds Inaki's Costado. The 2-wall scores for the set. Inaki and Manu win it 6-4, 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2.
As the players come back into the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently in our 2nd of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. See, beautiful rebote. Picked up here by Etcheberry. Etcheberry going for a 2-wall. Naki stops it, sends it back. Etcheberry can't get his cesta in the way. Instead, takes one in the body. Carambola coming in low. Shook it off. Continue the game. Boom. Little grimace there after. Here we see Naki moving in. Beautiful catch. Filo to the outside. Scooped up by Etcheberry. Etcheberry sends it back low. Turns up being a split placement, taking a second bounce before Manu can get to it. What a catch by Manu in the corner. Again, no court to work with. This one, Etcheberry, I thought was going. He must have thought that was going to pass Manu. Just send it back. He was there to make the scoop, just not able to complete it. Inaki makes a great catch. 2-all, opens up 2 score.
See players making their way out to the court. All of them eager to begin set number 2 here. Again, for Etcheberry, he's played 2 matches in Division I singles. He's only had a kill shot 1 time. So again, just got to figure out that go-to shot at this level. Judges making their way out to the court. Set 2, ready to begin. Etcheberry and Nicholas will have the serve. There's a serve, we begin. Nicholas backing up, keeps it on the right side, forehand crossing, dropping. Manu saves it on the back end. Nicholas now from the 9 line, little bullet. Manu stands in, makes the catch along the wall. Inaki's got a chance, forehand. Oh, he just keeps it up the middle though. Passing now, Nicholas. Rebote, 2-all. That is perfectly thrown by Nicholas. A shot there to begin set 2. Devils, first point.
Always good to see both judges pointing in at the same time. That was beautifully executed by Nicholas. Mr. Rebote coming out. He takes it sidearm. 1, 2-alls, lands in and scores.
Powerful serve, Manu takes it in on the left side, blasts the backhand. Nicholas stays out of the way. Etcheberry to Rebote inside. Manu steps up, backhand, low runner, taken in along the sidewall there by Nicholas. Now Manu from the 10, he powers another one, past Nicholas. Rebote forehand, turned over the top, cut off there by Inaki. Etcheberry another one. That one caught the corner. Naki couldn't get there. Manu from the outside. Forehand, scooped up high by Nicholas.
Tipped.
And it's missed. That's 2 for the Devils to begin set 2. Manu keeps this one on the left side. Backhand, low runner. Nicholas not going to let that touch the floor. Steps up, makes a play. Now Manu. High to the inside, wall to wall. Rebote turned in, but Inaki comes to cut it off. Etcheberry again, left side Rebote to the outside. This time Inaki, good reach. Forehand crossing the wall, long run for Etcheberry, but he makes a great save. Knew exactly where to be. Manu looking for that 3-wall play. Etcheberry trying to read it. He gets outside, hooks it, but Manu with a read now. Forehand, another 3-wall. This one opening up a little bit more, and it died. That scores for the Cyclones. First point, Inaki Manu.
That 3-wall play there at the end, cut right to the outside. Very well done by Manu.
Almost like a chick-jack on the second one. It just didn't come out.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Etcheberry with getting some of the nuances where these Rebotes are concerned. They don't come out where he's expected them to come out.
And he read the first one very well. I just wouldn't think too deeply into that one because you don't see this bounce all too often. I mean, here's the throw by Manu. and it dies. I mean, talk about a chick-chack there. Yeah, I mean, second bounce by the 10 line. If we saw last game day, those were bouncing over his head. Big backhand, open it up. That's a great throw. Robote turned inside, cut off as Nicholas climbed the wall. He comes down with the ball. Manu, another backhand. This one comes in low. Echeverry makes the stop. Powerful backhand. Robote comes shooting off the wall. Inaki turns it back over the top. Nicholas, good scoop. Here's the backhand. Manu now over the top looking for the bounce. Nicholas climbed the wall and comes down with it again. Left a little early, still made the play. Inaki lays it up. Nicholas, good communication, calls him off, charging inside. Right back to Manu though, on the throw. Forehand Robote by Echeverry, right back to Manu's left side. Low runner, scoop by Nicholas. Great play. Inaki turns it over the top. Nicholas reaching low, makes the catch, fires the backhand. Manu catches it right off the side wall. Echeverry blasts this one. Coming out to Inaki, makes the save inside. Echeverry from the costado, the two wall. It's too low. 2-2, tied up.
Felt that he had the 2 all lined up, just hit the pad.
How about this by Nicholas? Oh, he
Up the wall, kept it on the left side. Beautifully done.
Manu all the way in the corner, sends it high and deep. Robote left side, turned with a bounce. Manu controls it up at the 10 line. Nicholas backed up, lays it back. Now Manu, good stop overhead, low runner along the wall. Echeverry reaches in, makes the catch, sends it back to pass. Inaki just saved the Robote now. Nicholas, softer touch. Manu able to get in there, makes the catch in the air. Nicholas pass both Cyclones again. Inaki saves it on the back end. This one dropping. Nicholas steps up. All runner now. Manu takes it off the wall. Backhand comes in again. Echeverry passes Manu. Gets it back to Inaki. Just has to lay up the Robote. Echeverry another chance. Floats it past Manu again. Inaki now right side Robote. Crossing and scoring. A Magic City bounce there, but gives the Cyclones a 3-2 lead.
Wall definitely involved in that miss by Nicholas. Nicholas, from his first year, big fan of the sidewall. He just got a couple Magic City bounces that just, took the Magic City bounce right there at the end, went from catching it to catching it right on top of his hand.
Low hard serve handled by Nicholas. He powers the backhand low and hard. Manu stands in, makes the catch. Nicholas up at the 10. Powerful backhand again. That caught the corner. Manu from the 11. High to the inside. Cut off overhead. Here's Echeverry. Robote comes flying off the back wall. Quick turn by Inaki. Right to Nicholas's backhand. Sends it inside now. Manu rips it right off the wall. Backhand crossing again. Nicholas out of the way. Echeverry was all alone. Had to make the save. Inaki with a chance. Winds it up. Forehand. High to the outside. Oh, but it lands in and it scores. The lead's up to 2 now for the Cyclones. Inaki Manu serve.
Well done by Inaki. Not a place we often see the ball thrown to, but that's a split placement flirting with the outer boundary. Very well done.
Yeah, it looked for a moment that it was going to kick out of play, and you see why Echeverry is just going to let it, he's just going to watch it, and oh, you see where that white mark lands. A couple inches inside the boundary. Hard serve crossing the wall. Nicholas handles, plays it back. Oh, it's right on the numbers. Inaki, quick turn that cleared the screen somehow. Inaki, late call, turns it outside. Is it going to land in? It will not. That sails out of play. 3 points now for the Devils.
That first rebote by Inaki was something else. You're right. Don't know how he kept that away from the overhead screen, but he did. Tremendous control. That second one just sent wide.
Serve takes Manu to the outside. He blasts this backhand. Etcheberry backpedals quickly. Just does get there. Now Manu from the forehand. Picked up off the sidewall. Nicholas back inside. Manu. Backhand. Coming in low. Etcheberry flying catch. Big return. Manu not going to let that one pass. Stands in, makes the play. Long rebote coming out. Turn back over the top. Now Manu reaching up high. Looking for the picata, the big bounce. Nicholas steps back. He makes the play comfortably in the backcourt.
Beautiful catch.
And a hard backhand follows there, right along the wall. Etcheberry gets it. Pass Manu. He ducks late, and Inaki can't save the rebote. 4-4 is the score. Etcheberry and Nicholas serve.
That's what I was talking about earlier with Etcheberry getting the ball back. He's done that a couple times where he just sends it deep. Deeper than Manu has been expecting. And Manu, obviously one of the best catchers on the roster, and also knows he's caught Manu 2 or 3 times now.
Hard serve. Here's Manu back to the inside, dropping on the floor. Nice save by Etcheberry. A runner picked off the wall. What a catch. Our backhand now, Manu deep in the corner, sends it back along the wall. That is dropped. 5 points, possible set, and a possible match point here for Inaki and Manu of the Cyclone.
That would have really been pulling one off of the sidewall. That ball just came back. You'll see Manu makes a throw here, comes off the front wall right to the sidewall, traveling the sidewall the whole way.
Came up and in on Nicholas, still made the play. Backhand right to Manu's left side. Comes in low, powerfully picked off the sidewall. That's a great catch by Etcheberry. Backhand past Manu. Inaki looking for it, sends it up the middle. That's got a big bounce on it, and he turns it up above his head. Inaki, though, from the 6, looking to end it, goes outside. It lands in and scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Cyclones take it in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4. First 2 matches of the day going the Cyclones' way. We'll go to Division 6 doubles up next with Stan and Robin taking on Kubala and Rock. Take a look at some replays here from that second set. Hooked outside there. Look at the reaction by Inaki. Makes the catch, sends it back inside. Look at where this one opens. Etcheberry knows exactly where to be to save the rebote. Free wall play. Nice save this time with Manu. You know what? Let's do it again. See if he can read it the second time, and here gets kind of a chick-chack and it dies. See Inaki pointed to Manu. He liked that throw. Inaki then going for the high carambola. Just drops in. And then here, I mean, can't place it much better. You see Etcheberry reaching in, trying to pick it off the wall. Just coming out of the basket there late, and then this is the throw by Inaki to end it. You see where it hits, it lands in, then rattles around in the cage. When it does that, points over. Match goes the way of the Cyclones, Inaki and Manu. Winners of that one, they make it 2-0 on the regular season. And they open up a 2-0 lead on the game day. You see that score. One more win for the Cyclones, and they will secure at least a tie with 4 matches still to play. Stan and Robin against Kubala and Rock up next. There you see our standings and exactly what we're talking about. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie for the Cyclones. And the Devils down there at the bottom, 0-2-0. Just 2 losses to open up their season. There they are, Inaki and Manu. We'll go to you guys quickly. Another win for you, 2-0 to start off the season. What's been the key to such a great start for you?
The key, I try to play the way we know and don't make error, mistakes. So we execute the plan against a very good team, and that's it. We have the win. We're happy.
Awesome, guys. Great start for you guys and the team. Good luck the rest of the game.
Thank you.
Stan and Robin taking on Kubala and Rock, Division 6 doubles match. And Robin officially subbing for Bueno here as a Division 5 player. There are the teams. Stan, ready to serve.
Stan serves, we begin. Here's the backhand by Rock. Robin's there from the 13. Kubala in the backhand. Kubala now from the 9 line. Stan on the backhand to the inside. Rock's there. Rock from the 10 line to the inside. Stan on the backhand from the 8 line. Rock cuts it off at the 12. Ball tipped. First point for Kubala and Rock of the Devils. Kubala serves.
Yeah, Kubala and Rock really looking for a rebound performance last time out. They really struggled. And there's a lot going on with this team. Kubala played in the backcourt last year. Now he's moving up to the front where he's, admittedly way less comfortable. His value as a backcourter is, he's one of the most significant players in battle court. You put him up in the front, he's solid. He can do everything, but just really can't control play like he does in the backcourt.
Excellent catch by Robin. Here's Kubala, backhand from the 8 line. Rock from the 11 to the inside. Passing, Rebote for Stan. Stan hooked the Rebote. Second point for Kubala and Rock of the Devils. Kubala serves.
And in playing this match with a sub, Cyclones had the choice of whether they wanted Robin in the front or the backcourt. They chose backcourt. I think I'd agree with that decision so far. Again, in Division 6, sometimes having the better player in the back, they can really let play go through the backcourt. And if you have that advantage up in the front, though, you can really take over the match. Stan, a little bit rangier, has played great defense to begin this season against Kubala, who doesn't throw a lot of shots up there.
Excellent catch by Robin. He got up to that serve. It was dying coming out of the service box. Here's Rock on the return. Beautiful catch by Robin off the sidewall. Kubala in the front, backhand. Rebote forehand, falls short. First point for Cyclones, Stan and Robin.
Caught the sidewall as he threw that Rebote. Going to kill a lot of the speed, and you see it ultimately drop short into that pad.
There's the backhand. Caught by Kubala at the 9 line. Beautiful catch by Robin. Rock's there. Rock from the 11 line. Beautiful catch by Robin, deep in the backcourt. Rebote for Stan. Forehand Rebote, straight back. Caught by Rock at the sidewall. That ball gets by Stan on the forehand and scores. Third point for Kubala and Rock of the Devils. Kubala serves.
Kind of a backhand 2-all. I think it just more clipped the sidewall than a backhand 2-all attempt, but either way, gets it by Stan, scores, and makes it 3-1. Rock always got to focus on is making those catches. Don't worry about where it's going. Keep the ball in play. Make those catches in the backcourt, and just let the game come to him. Doesn't have to do too much back there. That's usually when he's at his best.
That ball will land in and score for the ace. That's a fourth point for Kubala and Rock. Kubala serves.
Sneaky serve just past the 4 line, the underserve, and got it to cross the sidewall.
Stan picks this one. The 2-0 with the soft touch scores. Well thrown by Stan. Stan and Robin with 2 points. Kubala and Rock with 4. Stan has the serve for the Cyclones.
A pretty good shot here. You can see in this replay, Stan kind of waited a little bit to see exactly where Kubala, and then he sees him go inside, and it's just going to touch it off the side wall. It opens up, and it scores.
Ball tipped. Third point for Stan and Robin off the serve. Stan has the serve. Here's Rock on the backhand. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Fifth point for Kubala and Rock. Possible set point.
And reaching back behind him, did Robin there. Kind of blind catch. That's a tough one. I mean, running out of space there, but still. Player of his caliber, he can catch just about anything on both sides. Possible set here for the Devils.
Robin advances to make the catch. There's the backhand hard to the inside. Kubala. Great catch and a nice return from the 9 line. Here's Robin. Takes it off the sidewall to 13. Powerful backhand by Rock. Robote coming out. Stan on the Robote to the inside. Rock makes the catch. He advances. Robin, powerful backhand. That hit the overhead screen. Point and set for Kubala and Rock of the Devils. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our next set.
First set going to Kubala and Rock of the Devils.
See both teams filing into the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage.
Well, Kubala and Rock lost their first match of the year. Significant just because of how well the Division 6 doubles team played last year for the Devils. It was one of their biggest strengths. That was CRB and Kubala, and they're going to need some wins from this team. Good to see Rock figuring out some of those catching difficulties in the back. And Kubala, again, way more aggressive than we're used to seeing him play up in the front.
Especially
I mean,
at the side wall there.
Cutting off.
Very well done.
Yeah, very well set, Stu.
See, Benetrix was real quick to come in and talk up his teammates. And everybody's back there with the Cyclones as well.
Benetrix, his day now finished. We'll see Inaki and Unda against Benetrix and Benny up next. That's Division 3 doubles. And then we have 2 singles matches. Jairo against Echeverry and then Manu against Nicholas.
Did you see Benetrix, his day is finished?
Not finished. Not yet finished.
I didn't hear the not.
Yeah.
It may be going, Andrew. That sound may be going. You know, we're doing those sound checks beforehand with the equipment back here, and I wasn't hearing a lot.
Although,
yeah,
I could have messed up too. I could have very well thought I said it, but didn't. So we'll go back to we'll cut the tape again, and we'll see that one.
Part of the requirement of being an announcer, going back and listening
tape
to
too,
yourself.
Folks. They don't, you know. Hey,
never. Never. Actually, from last week I did, but it didn't have to do with Battle Court. I was sent. Okay. I was sent a couple.
You did a little homework.
Exactly. Yeah. I was sent a couple. Some of our friends that watch at home noticed a hot mic moment, and I had no shortage of time to review that over the weekend. doesn't happen during
not
battle court.
though. Set 2 coming up here in just a few seconds. When we come back out, Stan and Robin will have that serve to begin set 2. There's the whistle.
We're ready to begin our second set. Stan will have the serve for the Cyclones. Stan serves. Our second set has begun. Big backhand by Rock. First point of the second set goes to Kubala and Rock of the Devils. Kubala serves. Nothing could require that much tape. I'm sorry.
You're kind of seeing why in this match it's a little bit easier for Stan in the backcourt just because he can simplify the game. All you have to do is catch and throw. You don't have to worry about the rebotes. You don't have to worry about defending a shot, tracking down a drop shot, whatever it may be. You just have to focus on catching and throwing. Stan coming a little more undone here in this match as we saw in the first one alongside Hiram.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Good catch by Robin. Powerful backhand follows. Rebote for Kubala. Sends it deep. Robin cuts it off. Here's the backhand. Clean miss in the back. Stan steps in, makes the catch. Backhand. Tipped up in the front court. That's a point for Stan and Robin. We're tied up 1-1.
That was a backhand to the outside. Kubala certainly not expecting that throw. He was set up for a left side catch, and that came up on him quick. Couldn't react quite.
I don't know if he was trying to catch or trying to get his cesta.
He maybe just could have been defending himself. By the way, tied up 1-1.
Here's the backhand by Rock. Powerfully thrown. Rebote for Stan. Rock advances, makes the catch, throws a cortada. Stan stops it. Forehand rebote by Rock. Stands there. What a scoop. That basket's in constant motion. However, the ball fell just short. Tremendous effort by Rock to keep that ball in play. That's second point for Stan and Robin. Stan serves.
Again, you love the effort. That time a little bit safer than what we saw in the first match.
It does remind me of the very beginning of the So if I'm on my knees, can I throw the ball as long as you caught it and you're throwing it in one constant motion?
Yes.
Yes. What if I'm laying flat on my face? Yes. Yes.
Just keep the basket in motion.
Keep the basket in motion. Don't bobble it. Yes. Rock from the 10 line, powerfully right up the middle. Rebote comes to the left side of Stan. Rock over the top to the inside. Picada. Caught by Robin. Powerful backhand by Robin. Rebote forehand. Beautiful catch by Robin on the bounce. Rock's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Little clip. Ball tipped on the outside. 2 points for Kubala and Rock. We're all tied up. 2-2. Kubala serves.
Almost the exact same catch he missed in the first set. He's reaching back behind him to his forehand side. Again, it makes it so much tougher. I mean, Jai-Alai's hard enough, and then you go no look on these catches. Well,
yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Makes it infinitely more difficult.
Yeah.
There's a backhand by Robin. Caught mid-court by Kubala. Kubala keeps it low. Robin's there. Powerful backhand by Robin. Rebote coming out. Kubala's on it. Pass to Stan. Robin advances to make this catch. Ball tipped up high by Rock. That is a 3rd point for Stan and Robin of the Cyclones. Stan has a serve.
Yeah, right off the tip of Rock Sesta, you can tell just kind of panicked a bit. I mean, he moved in, his first step was in, and then as that ball was approaching, he tried to make a tough play overhead. Again, not easy to bow yourself out of that position, but it's the Cyclones' big 3rd point.
Powerful backhand by Rock. Robote comes out. Stan for the Robote. Juggling called on Rock. That's a 4th point for Stan and Robin. Stan serves.
It was close. I mean, you could see the ball rolling towards the hand, but to constitute a juggle, the ball has to
lose contact with the surface of the cesta. We can't see it. I mean, it's facing away from us, so. Ball tipped. Man. That's a 5th point for Stan and Robin of the Cyclones. Possible set point.
Just got to put that last mistake behind him. How about this 5-2 here by the Cyclones, and really haven't had to work all too hard for it either. It's happened quick.
Good catch by Rock. Here's the backhand. Powerful to the inside. Robin. Rock's there. Rock again. Wall-to-wall, Robote coming out, stands on it. Rock now from the 11 line. Here's a backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Robote to the inside. Stan makes the save. Rock now on the forehand. Forehand hard to the inside. Robin gets in there. Good catch. Backhand from the 11. Rock. Good positioning. Backhand. Little clip on the side wall. Stan takes it low. The cortada by Stan will score. Point and set for Stan and Robin of the Cyclones. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out, play our 3rd and final set.
Well, Stan broke out a carom and doubles, and now a long cortada here up in the front court.
Long cortada just above the pad.
Can't do much better than that. 6-2, the Cyclones with a response there, forcing a 3rd and decisive set here in just our 3rd match of the game day. Cyclones lead 2-0, so another win here by the Cyclones, and they will have secured a tie. Began here with a nice 2-all.
Very nice 2-all. Knowing Kubala's sense of humor, I imagine he said something along the lines of, well, if he's going to do that, I just...
Hey, don't worry about it. Sometimes, good shot score here. And that was a good one.
Just off the tip of Rock Sesta there. So that's where the juggling was called, and yeah, I'm guessing that could have, that absolutely could have lost contact with the cesta, with the surface of the cesta. Again, it can roll back to pretty much what it has to roll. You usually catch it pretty deep and roll it up to the tip when you make the throw. And the front court judge was in perfect position to see it.
Yeah, and how about that cortada too in the replay? You see how perfect it was once again. Forcing this 3rd set here, just about 30 seconds away.
And we see Robin who's come in to substitute consistently here for the Cyclones. Now in the backcourt. Been doing a good job the whole time.
Yeah, Robin and Unda have won one of the 3 matches that those two have played together. So in filling in, having to use a sub, picking up at least a win will certainly help. And if, hey, Robin and Stan can come back and win this one, it would be the first win for this Division 6 double spot of the Cyclones. 0-2 so far to begin the year. They've had Albarba alongside Stan and also Williams with Stan. Robin making the difference here. 3rd set, just about ready to begin.
We are ready to begin our 3rd and final set. Kubala has the serve for the Devils. chief judge consulting with 2 court judges. I think basically advising them to make what he was doing with his hands to make it more obvious to show a hand signal for bobbling. Kubala serves. Our set has begun. Backhand by Robin, wall to wall.
Tough
Good catch by Stan. He puts it to the outside. Kubala, good catch. Stan has it on the Costello, 2-all. Kubala was ready for this one. Carambola on the return. Robin stops it. Kubala's calling for the rebote. To the outside he goes. Stan's got it on the forehand. Hard throw, scooped up by Rock in a beautiful catch. He keeps it to the inside. Kubala now from the 9 line. Rock from the 11 line. He passes. Rebote for Stan. Ball missed. First point of the decisive third set goes to Stan and Robin of the Cyclones. Stan serves.
A lot going on that first point. I mean, Stan keeping his foot on the gas, throwing a couple shots. Kubala was right there. But in the end, it's just the catching in the backcourt. It's going to be the difference in this match. And Rock, again, just another miss there as he's moving to the outside. I see Jairo coming out there talking with Stan. Chemistry between those two have worked on the court.
Excellent serve by Stan. Here's a good catch and return by Rock. Powerful. Rebote coming out. Stan looking for the rebote. Robin on the forehand. Rebote left side by Kubala to the inside. Robin's there. Difficult catch by Tennessee. Rebote forehand, straight back to pass. Kubala gets in there to make the save. Rebote coming all the way out. Rock moves in the front court, was not able to make the rebote play at the 3 line. 2 points for Stan and Robin of the Cyclones. Stan serves.
Almost a home run. Not often that you see that out here on this court, Stu, but Robin blasts the backhand, and he almost got it to bounce over Rock's head as he was making his way up to save the rebote. I mean, he turned that about a foot above his head. You just can't get a lot of power on it or have a lot of control for that matter. It just comes up short.
Excellent serve by Stan is stopped by Rock in the backcourt. Robin going into the corner cannot make the play. It's a point 4. Kubala and Rock. Kubala serves.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It might die in the corner too, so Robin is, thinking that he's the last line of defense.
Just ran out of court.
Yeah.
Outside serve, stopped on the forehand of Robin. Robin puts it back to the outside. Miscommunication by the Devils. It will stay out there and score 3 points for Stan and Robin. Stan serves.
Yeah, it seemed like Kubala was trying to catch the Cyclones off guard, but it was really the Devils that were caught off guard. I mean, straight outside, Rock doesn't move for it, and Kubala's not really thinking that he's got to make that catch. Frustration for sure. 3-1 now, Cyclones lead.
There's a backhand thrown powerfully by Rock. Good catch by Stan. Tough one. Saved. Just above the pad, and Stan is there. Another good catch by Rock. Here's the backhand from the 9 line. Robote coming out. Rock moves cross court, makes the catch, goes for a carom that caught the pad. 4 points for Stan and Robin. Stan serves.
Difficult shot to execute from the outside. And you see, just didn't give enough power on it. It died off the sidewall, dropped into the pad. And I don't know, based on how these two have played now for 2 matches in a row, you want to have the better player in the back. Could think about switching this team up. I know you don't want to see Rock in the front. That's not where he plays, but it's just a matter of getting the better player in the back to do more, and that's Kubala. He's won this division last year. We'll see what they can do. Still got some match to go here.
There's backhand by Robin. There's the backhand. There's a catch by Kubala. Kubala, 2-1-2. Robin reads it, gets out there off the tip of the cesta. 2 points for Kubala and Rock.
Robbins just overran it. A little too much speed there, moving to the outside, and then couldn't make the adjustment. Yeah, that's what Robbins say. Too quick. That's, yeah, we're all on it.
He's too fast. He's just too fast. Kubala serving.
Look at it. I mean, taking off, and then he realized, oh, man, I actually overran it, and it caught the tip. Oh. What an effort. But a big miss really keeps the Devils in it. That's short.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Stan takes the serve. Low, hard backhand caught by Kubala. Beautiful catch. Robote for Stan. Stan on the Robote to the inside. Rock's there. Hard backhand by Rock to the inside. Beautiful catch by Robin. Robote. Difficult Robote played beautifully by Kubala. Robin's there. Backhand. Rock from the 12 line.
Oh, what a save.
Ball tipped in the backcourt. That's a 5th point for Stan and Robin. Possible set, possible match point.
And I think Robin telling Stan something along the lines of, thank you for bailing us out there. Not a lot of communication, but Stan ran back, recognized that Robin was out of it, dug out the Robote.
Digged out works.
Yeah,
we got it.
With a bounce too, Stu. That was so difficult to control for Rock, and you saw the miss, 5-2. A few chances for the Cyclones to win this match.
Here's a catch by Rock, backhand. Robin from the forehand. Kubala from the 8. Powerful backhand to the inside. Robin pulls that off the sidewall. Rock, tremendous catch on the forehand, deep in the backcourt, stays to the inside. Rock again, this time from the 12 line. Powerful backhand caught by Stan. Scoop, tip rather, by Robin in the backcourt. 3 points for Kubala and Rock. Kubala serves, still possible match point here for Stan and Robin.
Always tough to get this final point, and there were a lot of smiles, and the Cyclones felt pretty good, but still got to get to 6 points, and this match is far from over.
Catch by Robin. Powerful, powerful backhand. Robote to the outside, caught the pad. Point set and match to Stan and Robin of the Cyclones. They win it 6-3 in the third set.
And 3 wins in a row for the Cyclones to begin this game day. Well, they've already secured a tie. They have a chance to win the game day. In one of these next 3 matches, we'll see Inaki and Unda against Benetrix and Benny up next.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Take a look at that game day score now, reflecting that win by Stan and Robin. First win of the year for that Division 6 double spot for the Cyclones. And another half a point will be added at least to the Cyclones total, so at the worst, they're going to be in a tie for first place. And if they can win one of these next 3, they will jump into solo first place. We're going to hear from our winners, Stan and Robin. There they are. Congratulations, guys. Stan, you played in the backcourt in the last match, and then you move up to the front court here and look just as solid. What has been the biggest change in your game that we've seen from the winter to this fall?
Yeah, again, I don't think there's any change, really. Honestly speaking, with being able to play with guys like Robin just gives me a lot of confidence. So
make it louder, make it louder.
Playing with guys like Robin make it easy.
Yeah. And Robin, another opportunity coming in as a sub. How are you feeling about those chances? Because your game looks pretty solid out there now, too.
Oh, just enjoying it, really. And if you're playing with like this guy, like calm and like this, you get more confidence. So it's easy.
Awesome, guys. Well, a great win for you guys. You've secured the tie. We'll see if you can get the win on the game day up next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Division 3 doubles up next. We will see Inaki and Unda. Chance to win the game day for the Cyclones as they take on Benetrix and Benny. It is the debut match for that 3rd division team, Benetrix and Benny. Inaki and Unda 1-2 to begin this regular season, fall. Cyclones serve. There's the serve. We begin. Backhand to the inside. Here's Benny from the 12. Robote from Inaki. Benetrix up at the 7. Low runner to the inside. It's crossing. Unda stepped in there and scooped it up. Benny backs up. Forehand from the 13 to the inside. Inaki takes it off the wall. Good catch. Floats up the backhand. Here's Benny. Benny sends it high and deep. Unda steps back, cuts it off, comes out from the left side. Now Benny, here's a forehand. Crossing the wall, Inaki lines it up. Benny now at the 13. High to the inside again. Inaki from the 9. Floats one up. Benny puts it along the wall. Unda from the 12 line, higher and harder. Not past Benny though, keeps it on the left side. Back inside, there's Unda. Unda now from the 11. Benny steps back to the 13, pulls it in. Now Unda. Low runner again. Benny steps up, takes it in the air. Benny a little bit higher, trying to pass. There's Unda. Powerful throw, kicks off the sidewall. Rebote for Benetrix. Plays it on the left side. Now Unda, hand on the wall, forehand outside placement. Not outside enough. There's Benetrix. Forehand crossing the wall, picked up by Unda before the second bounce. Benny ducks. Benetrix saves the Rebote. Inaki moving up, shoots it outside. The Philo scores. That'll get the Cyclones the first point of our fourth match.
Such a hard-fought first point. Catch by catch and throw by throw for all four players. Good communication between Inaki and Unda. Good communication between Benetrix and Benny.
And we said this earlier, but for Benetrix, this is his first match that isn't Division 5 doubles. So again, this is going to be probably another level of play here against these guys, Inaki and Unda. Benny, hard throw, crossing the wall. Unda stands in, takes it off the numbers. Now blasts the backhand. Rebote for Benetrix. Powers it inside. It's dropping. Scoop by Unda. Now Benny. Passing with the left side. Inaki has the Rebote. Plays it back. Benny now. Same spot. This one dropping. Unda steps up, makes the play. Fires it wall to wall. Benetrix. Oh, that came inside. Just had to flick it up there. Inaki, great control. Powers it inside, and it scores. That's 2 for the Cyclones. The catch more impressive than the throw, really.
Absolutely.
Wow.
No, the throw is just anything could to get it up to the front wall. That save is just great, but he sets Inaki up. Inaki knows the court well, takes it on the bounce. Crosses the sidewall perfectly.
Benny from the 10 line, crossing the wall. Unda picks it off, sends it deep. Benny now backed up to the glass, plays it inside. Unda. That one gets past Benny. Rebote forehand, lobbed up. Unda runs under it. Now from the 10 line, powers one to the inside. Benny, backhand. Pushed up the middle. Benny runs under it again. Forehand, low and hard. Crossing the wall. Unda picks it up on the right side, sends it back. It's dropping. Benny with a high scoop. Unda hard throw again. Benny now from the left side to the inside. Unda picks it off. And comes up the middle. Benetrix, left side Rebote, gets it back to Unda, but he goes up with the right side, comes over the top, looking for the bounce, and Benny controls it. Inaki now from the 8. Benny gets back there, stops it in the air. Now Unda. 11 line to the inside. Benny takes it right off the wall. Same spot, a little bit higher. That Rebote is coming out. Benetrix backpedaling into position, fires it over the top. Unda, that came up on him, still made the catch. And with a high scoop, strong backhand follows. That takes Inaki up to the 5 line. He whips it inside, past Benny, but he's got to get in there for the Rebote, but that caught the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. 3 points for the Cyclones, Inaki and Unda.
That was a tough one for Benny. It came out along the sidewall the whole way. Tried to control it with his right side. Just sent it up into the overhead screen. Unda's been just about flawless here in the backcourt with that really tremendous power on both sides. Inaki handling everything from the 6 line forward beautifully.
Benetrix thought about it. Here's Benny from the backcourt. Back inside now, Unda. Fires it deep. Rebote coming out. That's right along the wall, and it's hooked. Into the floor. That's 4 points now. Cyclones lead.
Benetrix got the earlier one. Those ones at the side wall, you really need to let them fall into your cesta and just get it up to the front wall. He brought that one over, hence the hook. Not really. I mean, it's
right
not a fault. It's not a mistake. It's just so hard to do. That first one, obviously went fine. It was the second one that just came over the top and hooked into the pad.
Benny up at the 9 line. He powers this one. Unda ducks away. Inaki comes inside, saves the rebote. Now Benetrix, low bullet, caught off the sidewall. Unda lays it back. Benny runs around it to keep it on the left side. Rebote 2-wall. Oh, Benetrix just got out there. Forehand over the top.
What a
Tough
scoop.
Unda made it. The 2-wall is a bit low. Runs into the pad. Great catch, though, but a point on the board for the Devils. They're first.
I still love to see Unda going for that. I mean, Inaki is telling him to think about what he's going to throw before. But
it's like, I like it, but just so
I like it. It just needs to score. Benetrix stops this nice. Rifles this. Look at this scoop.
He
says,
made
I got a
such
2-wall
a
for you.
difficult catch that he didn't need to overcomplicate the return.
100%.
Jairo in the background probably echoing the same things Inaki was saying in the front. Benetrix comes cross court to cut that one off. Back inside. Unda rips it off the wall. Now Benny from the 12. Hard throw, kicking up. Unda again, great control that time. Benetrix runs under it, close down to the inside. Unda, there's a scoop at the 10. Now Benny, backhand from the 11, comes in low. Unda steps up to make the catch. He fires it back. Oh, and Benny makes a great catch in the corner. Forehand rebote, picked up by Benny again. Backhand, Reinhard trying to pass. Unda, not gonna let him, goes up for the leaping grab.
Great catch
by Benny. Now Unda on the right side, winds it up. Crossing the wall, it's dropping, picked up by Benetrix. Floats one, not past Unda though. He's got it on the right side, back over the top. Scoop by Benetrix. Ball to wall from the left side. Now Inaki turns the rebote. Pass Benny. Devils scrambling. Benetrix back inside with it. Now Unda. Good pickup. Benny back at the 13. Unda tip ball on the inside. Well played point. That goes the way of the Devils. They're second.
Unda tipped that one, but his catching has been spot on. Benetrix on the left side. Been pretty much flawless. Court positioning is what's been most impressive for Benetrix. New to the court.
Unda on the right side. He powers it back inside. There's a nice catch by Benetrix. Well, bullet. Unda goes up. Sends it deep. Rotate left side by Benetrix. Cutting inside along the wall. Unda picks it up. Low runner. Off there by Benetrix inside. Unda with the forehand. Comes up the middle. Benetrix tries to float it back. Past Unda, though. On the right side. Keeps it inside for Benny. Unda steps away. Inaki lays up the rebote. Benny reaching up high. Controls it. Shoots a cortada. Picked up before the second bounce. Benny ranging back. Forehand. Hard to the inside. Inaki not going to let that one cross. Goes up. Now Benny in the corner. That one died coming off the back wall. Inaki on a knee, gets it up. Back to Benetrix, though. There's a backhand, stopped overhead. Benny now from the 12. Kicking up and out again. Inaki at the 7 line, turns the rebote right up the middle. Back to Benny's forehand. Ball missed along the sidewall. So Devils have fought back. They have 3.
Such a hard-fought point. Everybody catching. Inaki going for that one just as it was crossing the sidewall. He's made those catches all day. Just that one. In and out of the cesta.
Unda gets in there on the right side, powers that forehand, but Benny stands in, makes the catch in the air. This is coming way out. Inaki at the 6 line, turns it wall to wall. Now Benetrix, nice save overhead.
Passes.
That cleared the screen. Unda, forehand over both Devils' head. Benny has to get in there. He saves the rebote. Inaki cuts it off. 2-all by Inaki. That will score.
My goodness. Well, he got up quick.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, that looked messy for the cesta. That looked messy for his arm.
Good 2-all makes it 5-3, possible set point. Yeah, we'll see this one again. Yeah. And he grabbed the net with the offhand and everything twisting, and he comes out in one piece, which is great to see. Well, again, you got the basket, you got the lower extremities. I mean, you got a lot that can get tangled up. And
there's a lot that can get
really
injured
poorly
there on the screen.
Oh, that came up on Benetrix. He cuts it off. Low bullet. Unda runs around it. Now hooks it outside. Benetrix picks it up. His forehand is scooped off the side wall. What a point here. Benny low to the inside again. Scooped by Unda. That backhand is in the overhead screen. High energy point. That goes to the Devils.
That's one way of describing it. I mean, everybody was just fine. I mean, it's like Benetrix rolled off of the screen into the box and just picked the serve. Inaki telling Unda to calm down is kind of just a funny concept, but effective.
Hard serve. Unda gets in there on the right side again. Plays it high off the front wall. Benny cuts it off. Early call for Inaki. Plays it back over the top. Now Benetrix on the inside. Past Unda. Good catch back in the corner. There's a low bullet. Picked off again. There's Benetrix up in the front. Inaki calls him off. Lays up the rebote. Now Benny comes in from the 9 line. Backhand, low and hard. This comes flying out. He turns it. Benetrix, though, forehand, low and hard. Picked up by Unda. Hey, now a little bit higher. Unda steps away. Inaki on a knee. Saves the rebote. Benny from the 10. Low and hard again. Picked up on the left side, this time by Unda. High bouncing rebote. Inaki turns it inside with a bounce. Benny backing up. Good control. Forehand. Comes out, but it's picked off again by Inaki. He goes inside with it. Benny read it the whole way. Stepped up, caught it in the air. His return caught along the wall by Unda now. Benny spinning out of the way. Benetrix turns the rebote back to Unda's left side. Powerful throw up the middle. Benny takes a moment. Sends it over Inaki's head, but right to Unda's forehand. Benny makes the high scoop on the left side. Backhand. Some shooting off the back wall. Turned again by Inaki. Benny goes up from the 10 line. Back inside. There's Inaki again. Good catch back behind him. Now Benetrix on the rebote. Turns it low and hard. Scooped up again by Unda. Benny crouching down now. Stops it at the 12. That one riding the wall. Unda didn't want it. Inaki has to make the save on the back end. Benny steps up. Oh, runner. Unda again gets away. Inaki saves another rebote. Benetrix looking to cut it off. He does. Backhand to the inside. Blasted past Unda. Inaki all alone. Turns it back inside. There's Benny waiting for it. Tough scoop.
Beautiful
a high
scoop.
one. Unda stands in the corner, makes the catch. Now Benetrix, left side rebote up the middle. Unda thought about the scoop. Lets Inaki play the rebote. That's crossing the wall.
Beautiful.
Benny, good control. That was right on the numbers. Back to Inaki. It's a Costado 2-wall. Not enough. Benetrix sends it back inside. Unda, that's not going to be made. One opened up. We are tied up at 5-5. This is set point.
Wow. Every point has been high energy, one higher energy point after the next. Tell you, both teams playing together, fantastic. Communication between Inaki and Unda is spot on, and Benetrix and Benny look like they've been playing together for years.
And Benetrix and Benny digging themselves out of that early deficit at 4-0, 3-0. I think it was 4. They're right back in it, 5-5. This is it. Powerful serve handled by Unda. He comes in low and hard. Benny with the scoop backed up to the wall. Plays this one high and deep. Inaki turns the rebote powerfully. Cut off by Benetrix. Inaki gives it right back to Benny. His backhand picked off overhead. Inaki now back inside. Here's Benny a little deeper in the backcourt at the 12. Unda comes flying in, cuts it off, sends it up the middle. Benny's there again. Unda now from the 13 line. Powerful throw, kicking up. Not past Benny, though. He stops it again. Rabote now, Inaki turns it up the middle. Unda, forehand on the inside. That's crossing the wall. Benetrix takes it in. Backhand, low and hard on the bounce. Unda ducks away. Inaki plays it just above the pad. Benetrix with a shot. Backhand from the 6. Past Unda. Inaki, good call, though, on the back end. Makes the save. Now Benny. Deep in the backcourt, 13 line, puts it inside. Inaki takes it in. Backhand, right back to Benny. What a powerful backhand that was. Benetrix sent it up in the overhead screen. Point and set. A well-played set going to the Cyclones. 6-5, 2 minutes. We'll play set 2.
So the first set goes the direction of the Cyclones, 6-5. Here we are in the Cyclones half of the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. See Manu and Jairo, 2 veterans of the roster right there, and giving Unda feedback. Fine rebote save there made by Benetrix. Inaki gobbles it up, rifles it back, staying inside. Beautiful 2-all. This one's stopped by Benetrix on the forehand, rifling it back inside. Scoop. What does Unda do? Tries to snap a 2-all. That one caught the pad, though. Benetrix gets caught up in the screen there. Our chief judge not sure if he was if he was okay or not. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Cyclones and the Devils. There you see Benetrix, pretty composed. Benny I'd never seen Benny uncomposed, so.
In all, I mean, not into the whole moral victories, but that's a good sign for the Devils. I mean, didn't have a great first couple points, but they battled their way back, got it at 5-5. And if this is just their first match playing together, see some good things between this Benetrix and Benny team.
Definitely. See Benetrix tying himself into his cesta there. Some communication between Inaki and Unda.
And the increase in doubles level didn't really seem to phase Benetrix either. I mean, didn't skip a beat going up to this Division III match, playing Inaki and Unda both looked very comfortable, composed. A couple seconds away from the start of set 2. We are ready to begin our second set. Benetrix and Benny serve to Inaki and Unda. Serve begins our second set. Unda from the outside. Look at Benetrix coming cross court. Brings it in. Backhand from the 11 line. Picked off overhead. Benetrix makes the catch, sends it up. Now the rebote coming to Inaki. Plays it inside. Right back to Benetrix. Inaki calls him off. Drops it inside. Picked up on the floor. Benetrix wants it back. Long rebote. Inaki back up the middle. Benny. Good stop, forehand from the 12 line, cut off inside Inaki. Split placement, both Devils reaching, neither come up with it. First point to the Cyclones, Inaki and Unda, the split placement.
Benny was there. Could have called Benetrix off. I don't know that Benetrix even, I don't know if he tipped it. We'll see it here. Split placement.
I think he, yeah. I don't
know.
Benny tipped it, yeah.
May have gone off the tip of Benetrix's head, but Benetrix didn't know that Benny was there.
Oh, what a catch there by Benny. That serve cross late, still came away with it. Now back inside, Benny, just above the pad. Unda stands in, makes another great play. Unda now just beyond the 10 line, sends it high and deep. Robote coming up the middle. Benetrix gets there, shoots it back inside, but Unda right there at the 13 to make the catch. He blasts another one. Benetrix goes all the way back up there, this time to the inside. Scooped up again by Unda. Oh, good range. Benetrix cuts it off, floats one back, but not past Unda. He makes a stop deep in the corner. Unda now from the 12 line, blasts it wall to wall. Benetrix on the rebote, that sticks inside. Unda waiting for it in the backcourt. Oh, it's a great stop by Benny. Contact with the sidewall, now Unda. Benny's forehand, crossing. That stayed inside, but Inaki's with it the whole way. To send Robote on the back end. Benny inside, look at Unda. Good body control, he makes that catch. Benny. Well, there wasn't a lot on the rebote. He stepped in there, but he hooked it to Inaki. Forehand, crossing the wall. That will score for Inaki to give the Cyclones a 2-0 lead.
Unda, catch by catch and throw by throw, is trading volleys there with Benetrix here. This one, good rebote save, but Inaki's all over it on the outside of the court. Powers it. Comes off that side wall right at Benny.
Benny opens with the left side. Unda steps away. Inaki turns another rebote. Powerful throw that time. Rebote comes out to the 6th line. Inaki back off the sidewall. Benny lines it up, plays it deep. Inaki outside placement attempt. Benetrix read it. Karam from Benetrix. Unda not going to get there. That's well thrown. And a point for the Devils are on the board here in set 2.
Got the camera in, didn't touch the pad. When you're under a lot of pressure to throw that 2-wall, whether it's from the forehand or the costado, you risk the pad. Benetrix, high degree of confidence here. Front wall, side wall, and out. Very well done.
Inaki takes in the serve, shoots a 2-wall, it scores. What a shot that was, 3-1. Inaki and Unda lead. Boy, Benetrix was running along the net and he still didn't get out to it. That's how well thrown
That's how well thrown it was, yeah. And he's fast, too.
Wow. Benny just opens it up, sends it about as far as he can. Inaki at the 3 line, turns the rebote. Now Benetrix drops one inside Unda. Into the corner, comes out with it. It's a blind catch overhead. Benetrix from the 8. Hard backhand, Unda running out of the way. Inaki has to lay up another rebote. Cut by Benny. Full bullet. Well, it came up and in on Inaki. His 2-wall kicked up and out of play. 2 for the Devils. That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve there is good. Unda juggling on the catch of Unda. It's 3-3. An emphatic juggling call. Unda's got this forehand. Delivers it low and hard. Picked up by Benny. Catch by Unda from the 10 line to the inside. Benny reaching up. Makes a catch.
He really threw that hard. That ball was taken off as it was coming out of his cesta.
Unda high and hard up the middle. Benetrix stays with it. Back inside. Unda goes up for the catch. Oh, Magic City bounce.
Good
Benny.
jump by
Great
Benny.
duck, and Benetrix stays with it to save the rebote, and it scores for the Devils. A great save. Good point. They lead 4-3.
Great jump by Benny. I mean, if Benny gets hit with that ball, that's a loss of point. He got out of the way. How, I don't know. Like that. Look at that. Great situational awareness.
Unda whips that forehand into the corner. Comes off the back wall. Saved by Benetrix. Unda, there's a carom. It's in, but Benetrix tracks it down. Forehand back inside.
Tough
will
one.
Score. So 5 points and a possible set point for the Devils.
Unda's got such power on both sides. I mean, that forehand we know is hard, but that backhand as well. Catches well with it and fires bullets. Benetrix reads this 2-all beautifully, though. Gets in there, rifles it back inside.
And hard. Benetrix calls him off early. Gets out to the foreline. Plays the rebote. Now Unda. On Cortada. Picked up by Benetrix. Inaki at the foreline. Turns it back over the top. It's dropping. Lined up by Benny. Makes a catch. Sends a backhand deep. Inaki still going at the 3. Turns it inside. Scoop by Benny.
Low runner.
Tough scoop. Dropped in the corner. Point and set. Going to a third one. Benetrix and Benny win it 6-3. So we've got a third set to decide match number 4 here. And the Devils need to win the remaining 3 matches, this one and then the final 2, to get some points on this game day. You see Echeberry there toweling off. Benetrix working hard up in the front court. Another set where the Devils found themselves behind early but battled back. There was a 2-all there by Inaki. Inaki from the outside, low and hard, crossing the wall, gets it by Benny, but it's about the last of it for the Cyclones. You see the outside placement attempt here. Benetrix reads it, makes the stop, shoots a carom.
That's Benny getting out of the way, making sure that Benetrix has a play on the rebote.
There's a whole lot going on, and then it drops just in front of Inaki with the second bounce. Carom here. Look at where Benetrix makes the catch. I mean, that's on the 9
Beautiful
line
throw.
outside.
Just a beautiful throw. Difficult catch for anybody to make. Have to say, I'm definitely impressed with this Benetrix-Benny team.
Yeah, Benny, giving great support in the backcourt, but I think it more telling of Benetrix's game. I mean, the fact that he's able to
Adjust as quickly as he has.
Yeah, I mean, to this level, let alone Division 1 and 2, but even Division, you got Inaki quality, you got some of the top front quarters on the roster playing in this division, and Benetrix, just fits right in, plays so well, and he's only going to get more and more comfortable with the shots and positioning in this court. So if they're playing like this day 1, it's a really good sign for the Devils as we move through this season. And it's kind of, for that team, it's just all about how do the 2 new players develop, and Echeberry and Benetrix. If they develop well, or at least go according to what we've seen in the past, this could be a championship level team. But the game day right now, you see 3-0 in the Cyclones' favor. Devils hoping to turn the tide right here. They need this set to stay in it. Third set. Inaki serves. Set 3 is underway. Here's Benny. Forehand high to the inside. Crossing. Inaki gets in there late and saves the rebote. Rebote left side. Saved along the wall. Benny, that's a tough play, and to reach in, makes the stop. Unda, full wind up, forehand, drops between the Devils. Benetrix calls him up, makes a save on the back end. Inaki, late call. He got in there, but Benetrix up at the 7. No runner inside, picked up by Unda. Great catch, hard backhand up the middle. There's Benny. Robote forehand, picked up on the bounce. Benny now from the backcourt. Sends it over Inaki's head, and it's picked up by Unda. Early call from Inaki. It's along the wall. That's all he can do with it. Now Benetrix with time. Forehand, low and hard along the wall.
What a catch.
What a grab by Unda. High scoop made in the corner. Benetrix again sends it back to Unda. He's got it on the right side this time. Plays it back over the top. It scores. Big first point going to the Cyclones. Inaki and Unda.
Unda coming over the top beautifully with this forehand. Again, known for his forehand play. Tremendous catch, but the throw. To throw it from the right side over the top and have it stay close to this side wall. This is a backhand.
Oh, what a stop there by Benny. The backhand just does clear. It's coming all the way up to Inaki. He turns it wall to wall. Now Benetrix scrambling. He just does. That's kind of a leaping rebote. Unda.
Oh, what a
He
great
let it
play.
pass, and Inaki just flicks it up. That's in play. Benetrix pumps it inside, low and hard. Inaki not going to get to that one. We're tied 1-1.
So that play by Inaki. So before a second bounce, that ball came off the back wall. Inaki grabbed it about 2 inches.
Yeah, right
He's out
here.
of position, you'll see. Right, and just flips it up. Again, situational awareness to know to get it inside and get it up to the front wall, which is really well done. There's Daryl.
Backhand to the inside. That's picked off by Benetrix. Bote comes off the back wall, turned by Benetrix. Unda let it pass. Inaki gets back there for the save. Benetrix, Costado. It's a split placement. Unda with the scoop. Oh, he sent that forehand, and Benny got there before the second bounce. Unda back inside, cuts it off again, sends it deep. Benny out of the way. Benetrix at Rebote, clears the screen. Unda almost got hit. But Inaki keeps the rally going. Unda now from the 10 line, low running backhand. Benny steps up, makes the catch, backhand 2-wall, past Inaki, and Unda as well. That's 2 for the Devils, and they lead.
It's almost like, you know, Unda was ready for that backhand 2-wall. He got out there quick. The floor is so shiny, I know it's kind of hard to see where the wet spots are, but
Rock all over it, though.
look at this catch. Backhand 2-wall, not even going out by that much. Unda getting out.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Ball missed off the second serve. That is an ace, brings it to 3-1. Crossing the wall back to the forehand. And we've mentioned how those are difficult to control. Unda's got this one from the right side. Sends it up. Benetrix stays with it. Rebote on the back end. Now Unda makes a stop, fires it back. Benny runs under it. Look
What
at
a
Unda,
catch.
foot on the wall, comes down with the ball, back inside, Benny. Keeps this one low again. Inaki high to the inside, looking for a bounce. Benny kind of ran out of space, but still made the catch. Unda comes back over the top, kicks off to Benetrix. Oh, running backhand, missed in the corner. That is a 4-1 lead now for the Devils.
Unda getting a lot of encouragement to keep his head in the game. Again, he has not been playing on this roster long. He's not been playing on this court long. He's been playing great.
Low hard serve, Unda from the left side. Tries to get it past Benny, makes the stop in the corner. Ball to wall from the left side, Inaki turns it inside. Benny now ducking. Benetrix can't get it past Inaki though. The carom is in.
Benetrix read it.
Tracks it down, whips it inside.
What a catch
Unda
by
with
Unda.
a great catch there in the backcourt. Robote coming back to Benetrix, 2-wall clip. Oh, but it lands just wide. And the Devils have challenged the call. The Devils have officially challenged the call. So, Stu, it is our first replay review of the year.
First challenge of the season.
Now we'll go through it with you guys at home, just for those that are new to Battle Court. That ball was called out by the backcourt judge. So upon replay review, if there was any indication that that ball was in play, it would score for the Devils here. So let's take a look at this. Oh, that was a little earlier here. So let the point play out.
So we are under replay. The players definitely have their opinion of where it landed.
Yes, we may or may not get a look up here. It is a different feed than what the chief judge is taking a look at.
That's right. Because he's secluded back here with the camera.
So
with a monitor rather.
We'll go over the rules again. So the ball was thrown by Benny.
Yep.
It was called out. So that was the Devils' throw was called out. So the point would go to the Cyclones if the call were to stand as called on the floor. If it were to change, I believe in this case we would award a point to the other team, seeing that the defense was not in position to potentially make a play on the ball. Again, it's a little, we don't have a look yet, so it's a little bit easier when we can see too and don't remember exactly. There was a lot of traffic on the outside over there. But we can assure you the chief judge has some replay looks in the back. Chief judge coming back with the call. So the ball is ruled in. The call has been reversed on the floor. That is the Devils' point. They go up 5-1. That is a possible set and a possible match point now for the Devils. And more importantly, they retain their challenge for the rest of the game day. That the Devils do. If you get it right, you get to keep it. Backhand there by Unda. Wall to wall, comes shooting out, turned by Benetrix. Here's Unda on the inside from the 12 line, comes over the top again. Look at Benetrix,
catch.
comes cross court, stops it once more. Forehander Bote laid up, Inaki cuts it off, but just tries to pass with the backhand. He does. Benetrix comes again, makes the save. Now Unda, Robote up the middle. Cut off by Benetrix, inside placement. Unda all alone, he catches it again, outside placement. Stopped by Benetrix, a forehand inside. Crossing the wall, scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Benetrix and Benny come back in 3 sets, take it 6-1. So that win keeps the game day alive. a crucial win for Benetrix and Bene, just their first time paired up together, and safe to say that is a strong team. One win for the Devils, courtesy of Benetrix and Benny. Still 3 for the Cyclones. With 2 matches left. Division 3 singles up next. We'll see Hyro against Echeberry, and then Division 1 singles to finish the day. That will be Manu against Nicholas. Again, considering, you know, all the things working against the Devils team with some new players, new doubles teams, lack of experience, I mean, they went out there and played just a great match all around, hung in there, and took it pretty decisively into that 3rd set.
Absolutely.
There you see those standings again, with the Devils again, hanging on to life here in this game day. 3-1, the Cyclones lead, so the Devils will need to win these final 2 singles matches to come away with at least half a point. Worst case for the Cyclones, well, they'll move into a tie for first place. They've already secured that half point with their 3 wins. We will hear from our winners, Benetrix and Benny, as they make their way over to the DraftKings Players Cage. Let's hear from our winners. There they are, Benetrix and Benny. Benny, it seemed like you guys were down in every set, and then set 3 came along and you guys just stormed through and got the win. How important was this win to keep your team in it, and also a good sign for this team with you and Benetrix playing together for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, it was a very important win, especially since we lost the first couple matches, and we need to win the rest to at least tie. You know, being last place in the standings, we kind of need to, you know, it's only up from here, so, you know, we're happy to get the win.
Yeah, how'd you feel first time paired up with Benetrix? How'd you feel you guys fared in this division?
Yeah, I mean, we've been practicing a lot. Even though this is our first match, we feel pretty comfortable playing together so far. So that's a good sign, especially in the first match.
Awesome, guys. Well, great performance there. Good comeback win. We'll see what happens in these final few matches. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to singles here. Hyro and Echeberry will face off here in just a couple seconds. You see the 2 players up there, Hyro for the Cyclones and Echeberry for the Devils. Hyro has not played a singles match this season of Battle Court. Echeberry so far 0-1.
We are ready to begin our next match, a singles match. Hyro has a serve for the Cyclones. Here's Hyro from the 10 line to the inside. Echeberry backhand from the 9. Beautiful catch by Echeberry. The 2-all lands in and scores. First point to Echeberry of the Devils.
Well, another great sign here to open up this match for Echeberry. I mean, runs under one, shoots a costado 2-all, and it lands in perfectly. Will instill so much confidence in a player to run under it and throw a good 2-all. Does wonders to start off the match. Great throw.
Rebote forehand took off. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 1-1, Hyro serves.
Yeah, he's trying to pass. He doesn't want to give Hyro the ball in the middle of the court on his forehand. That's his dominant side, so he gives it a little extra. Ultimately kicks up and out of play.
Rebote forehand by Hyro to the outside. Echeberry follows it, goes to the floor. That's in play. Big bounce. Brought down by Hyro. Scoop by Echeberry. Low runner, stopped by Hyro. Rebote forehand to the inside. Hyro's there, takes it on the bounce. Right side. Outside placement. It's outside of play. 2 points for Echeberry of the Devils. He serves.
And that's something that Etcheberry just got to keep in the back of his mind, that Jairo throws a lot of right-sided shots, so the outside placement is his go-to to try to mix it up. I mean, he had him right there. Etcheberry turned the opposite direction, going back inside, but Jairo threw it out of play.
Here's a backhand by Jairo. Wall-to-wall from the left side it goes. Etcheberry goes inside. Jairo's there. Robote left side. Robote forehand by Jairo. Cut off by Etcheberry midcourt. 2-all opens up. Jairo stops it. That hit the top of the pad. 3 points for Etcheberry. He serves.
It's pretty much all Jairo can do with it. He made the stop, but he really didn't have a lot of space to get a full wind up and power that forehand in, so just flicked it up and caught the top of the pad on the way back down. Any part of that pad is bad.
Robote forehand by Etcheberry. Took off, hit the rail above the front wall. That's out of play. Second point for Jairo with the Cyclones. He serves.
Had some difficulty on the forehand Robote in doubles, and you've seen it now twice. Both points that Jairo scored have come off of just missed Robotes by Etcheberry.
That's an ace for Jairo. 3-3. Jairo has a serve.
Just maybe a little late was Etcheberry to move up on that ball and react. Jairo just got it to cross the side wall. And that's all the difference.
Here's the backhand by Etcheberry. Forehand by Jairo. Ball tipped at the 10 line. Jairo advances to 4 points and the serve.
You just can't give away so many of these points off the catch. You know, you just got to be able to, at this level, make those catches consistently to set up your opportunities to throw a shot, you know, later on in the point. You miss one there early. Now Jairo, 3 of the 4 points of, unforced errors or just missed Robotes, and that's too easy.
Here's the backhand by Etcheberry, low and hard, stopped by Jairo. Robote is missed midcourt. It's a 5th point for Jairo, possible set point.
Yeah, just overran that Robote, trying to go to the ground and make the save, but if you don't have it in the basket, we're not going to return it to the front wall. 5 points there, possible set point for Jairo.
Robote comes to the forehand of Jairo. He passes into the corner. Robote not coming out. Point and set for Jairo. Winning the first set 6-3. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player second set.
Robote dropping just in front of Etcheberry there. You know, the positioning on this court is so difficult for new players, and I think Benetrix has really made it look pretty easy out there, but again, more of the standard we've seen is kind of Etcheberry. It takes a couple of games to get used to it, figure out where the ball is going to bounce, listen out more for the sound of the ball off the wall than to see how, you know, how it normally would react. I mean, there's a lot of nuances to this court that we discuss over and over again. It's just a bit of a learning curve for new players, and you can see it there. A couple good 2-walls, but in the end, just not enough. see Etcheberry here with the Devils on his side of the cage. And Devils need Etcheberry to come back and win this match and have Nicholas win the next one over Manu to come away with points on the game day, or else the Cyclones going to pick up a full point and move into first place in our standings. And you see Manu there over with Jairo, the two veterans of this team.
Veterans of the program, veterans of the game.
You felt like with Jairo coming up here in singles, he's played in Division II and has been one of the best players in Division II. So now as a 3, you figure he's going to have similar success. I mean, can't imagine it'd be much worse than he fared in Division II. Last year, a couple wins for him. This year, hoping to maintain his spot as one of the top players.
Got about 15 seconds to go. There's Robin, always helpful.
Getting involved, and yes. Back here with set number 2, Etcheberry will serve to Jairo.
Ready to begin our second set. Etcheberry has the serve. Excellent catch by Jairo off a good serve by Etcheberry. Forehand rebote by Etcheberry. Scoop by Etcheberry behind the back of Jairo. Rotate forehand, 2 pass. That ball missed just at the sidewall. First point of the second set goes to Jairo. He serves.
Well played by Jairo, though. I mean, the rebote's coming off the back wall, and it's right on a line there to the 10 line. That's where Etcheberry's standing, and it's so difficult to play those rebotes when the ball is along, or if not on the side wall.
There's the backhand by Etcheberry. Little clip, but rolls off the cesta of Jairo. We're all tied up. 1-1, Etcheberry serves.
Yeah. That's the clean miss by Jairo up there. I mean, took his eye off it. Common mistake.
Oh, don't see that often. So the judge was trying to scoop the ball into his basket to send it back, and it went under the screen. Fortunately, Benetrix is so fast, he was out there to catch it.
He actually overran it.
He did.
He had to come back to get that ball. That's how quick he was.
I think that's a first. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's an ace for Etcheberry. 2 points. He serves.
That crossed beyond the 12 line, high above Jairo's head. That is a vicious serve.
That was quite the serve.
And it caught Jairo, too, off the back wall.
There's a backhand by Jairo. Etcheberry makes the forehand rebote. That will not clear the overhead screen. Just out of play. 2 points for Jairo. Jairo has the serve.
It's a tough break for Etcheberry. He's been reading these rebotes well, and then you hear one that kind of dies off the back wall, and it's just, you got to play it differently, and you had to adjust, and that's, that's unique to Magic City in this court.
Beautiful catch by Etcheberry. Backhand caught in the air by Jairo. Jairo hard to the inside. Etcheberry on the rebote. High and inside. Jairo's there. Rebote forehand. Etcheberry from the left side. Little clip off the side wall. Jairo's got it on the right side. Hard to the inside he goes. Scoop by Etcheberry. Into the corner, on the wall. Great save by Jairo. Etcheberry has it on the forehand. Powerful forehand passing. Rebote saved by Jairo. Scoop by Etcheberry. He faked it 2-all, did not put it close to the side wall. Jairo's got it. Rebote forehand, just above the pad. Jairo's there. Scoop attempt is tipped rather. The third point for Jairo. He serves.
Jairo just putting Etcheberry on the defensive on all these points, not giving him an opportunity to throw his shots up in the front. And it could just be frustrating and deflating for a player. I mean, trying to figure things out, and then you just can't get anything going when Jairo's throwing forehands like that. You can make the catches, but you're just flipping backhands inside and just trying to survive.
Here's a catch by Etcheberry. Backhand, low and hard to the inside. Will get by Jairo and score. We're all tied up, 3-3. Etcheberry serves.
Keep the ball low, good things happen. I mean, you force Jairo to go for that one in front of him instead of giving him a choice to play the rebote, and you get a miss.
It's another fine serve by Etcheberry. Caught and returned by Jairo. It's on the wall, and that ball takes off and hits the overhead screen. Fourth point for Jairo of the Cyclones. He serves.
And that's another throw for Etcheberry where he really just doesn't have any options. I mean, it's just a defensive play. He's trying to get it up and continue the rally, but if he doesn't get that first catch and pass Jairo, and he's just behind in every one of these points, and you can't play Jairo from behind. You got to attack.
Powerful serve by Jairo. Caught and returned by Etcheberry. Rebote left side. Saved by Etcheberry. Here's Jairo from the 9 line. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed.
Interference there. Contact by Jairo as Etcheberry tried to make a play on the ball. Again, if there's contact now, interference will be called.
Powerful forehand. Here's the catch by Etcheberry. Backhand to the inside. Rebote left side. Catch by Jairo. Scoop by Etcheberry. Etcheberry gets up there, makes the catch. Philo, is caught in the air by Jairo. What a catch. 5 points. Possible set, possible match point for Jairo.
Just when you think it can't get any more frustrating, he throws it to the one place where Jairo can make a play on that ball.
Well, there was a hesitation, too.
Oh, God. I mean, Jairo is, he's on the ground. Etcheberry from the costado. He hooks it, and Look at that reach by Jairo. Controls it beautifully, and the forehand just out of reach to score.
Yeah, really well done.
He's done enough good stuff to hang around this match, but I mean, just countless bad breaks and you know, really unfortunate mistakes that have gotten Jairo this 5-3 lead in the second set and a chance to finish the match.
Here's a backhand by Etcheberry, a backhand 2-all that scores. 4 points for Etcheberry. He serves. I'm guessing he learned that from his teammate Benny.
Well, it's a good way to break the momentum of your opponent. And Jairo feeling it, powers this inside. He's not even looking for the backhand 2-all. Yeah.
There's a backhand by Jairo, thrown powerfully to the corner. Low rebote saved by Etcheberry. Rebote forehand, high to the front wall. Jairo will take it on the bounce. Low and hard and scooped by Etcheberry. Outside placement will score. Point set and match for Jairo, taking it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-4.
And the 4th win for the Cyclones in tonight's game day. That's good enough to secure the win. They will pick up a full point, move into first place in our standings. But we got one match left, Stu. Division I singles, Manu will take on Nicholas.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. Blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
Let's take a look at some replays from that Jairo Etcheberry match. You see the diving save by Jairo. And this is the turning point right here.
What a catch.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean, if there ever was one. I mean, Jairo was leading and then makes that catch and so deflating. See the hard serve here coming in. Etcheberry makes the stop.
Backhand 2-all.
Yeah, you see him take a look into the back wall. That's a trick that
See,
one
Benny's
player,
happy. Benny was smacking his leg there. He's like, that's what I taught him.
But I remember, I think it was Cabrera that said, sometimes you take a look in the back wall, you can kind of see what's out in front of you, and that's what Etcheberry did. But the outside placement for Jairo was perfectly timed, as it is almost every match, and he scores for the win. There he is, Jairo, winner of that last match and securing the game day win for your team. This was your first time playing Etcheberry here in singles. What's the challenge playing a new opponent on this court?
Well, the challenge is obviously the age. I mean, he has more energy than FPL, and I'm not that kind of energy. So playing long games are a handicap for me.
Well, Jairo, that was great. You took some comedy lessons in the summer, we're being told. That's great. Great win.
You're not that old, Jairo.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
am. Yes, I am. Thank you, Stu.
It was a good match, though, Jairo. Great win. You secured the point. Good luck the rest of the season for this team.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
How about that?
Guy's 27 years old. He's younger than you, for God's sake.
More energy than FPL. That's a good one.
That was funny.
Yeah, stuck that one by you, Stu. Manu and Nicholas in singles to close out the game day. The two Frenchmen going at it here. Manu 2-0 to begin this season. Nicholas 0-1. Game day's already wrapped up, but got to keep in mind the first tiebreaker here in Battle Court is total matches won across the entire season. So you never know how this one match could play in at the end. See how it goes here. Cyclones and Devils. Manu takes on Nicholas. There's the serve. We begin. Catch by Manu on the inside. Floats it back. Nicholas gets there. Rebote forehand hook that comes up short in the pad. First point to Nicholas here. Final match.
As we've seen throughout the game day, those balls that come out on the rebote close to the side wall, just really, really difficult to finish the rebote.
Manu gets under that serve. Opens up, passing with the left side. Nicholas is out on the rebote. On the wall, outside placement. Wow, that'll score for Manu. Crafty shot making there. It ties it 1-1.
It's a beautiful throw by Manu. I mean, Nicholas had the foot speed to get out there. Just the ball just kept opening up and opening up to the outside. Very well done. Forehand rebote, outside placement.
Opening away from Nicholas too. That's a. Nicholas with the backhand again. Manu leaping grab into the corner. Backhand 2-all is in. Got the first bounce and will score. Ball missed outside. That's a 2-1 lead for Manu.
That ball wasn't coming very fast, so there was nothing easy about the catch there for Nicholas. You see, he throws it, backhand 2-all, just above the pad. Nicholas takes off. He's there. But the speed of the ball, it's just hard to get it to stay in the cesta.
Rebote forehand turn there by Manu. Catch up the wall by Nicholas. Floats the backhand pass. Manu out there for it. Turns it inside. It's got a big bounce. Long run for Nicholas. He will not get there. 3-1 now. Manu leads.
Manu's doing a fantastic job moving Nicholas around the court. I mean, with forehand outside placement, backhand 2-all, now soft to the inside, but with enough bounce to make sure that he can't get to the rebote. Just superior skills, ball placement by Manu.
Backhand inside, right to Manu. Backhand pass, Nicholas. Sends the rebote up, Manu. Good stop overhead, makes the catch. Plays it back into the corner. Now Nicholas, another right side rebote. This one past Manu. He scrambles back into position. Forehand carom rebote. Comes up short. 2 points for Nicholas.
Bit ambitious, even for Manu. I mean, he can throw it, but he was off his footing.
Manu blasts this one from the 12 line, keeps it along the wall. Nicholas, rebote kicks up to the middle of the court. Manu, Costano 2-wall, opens wide. Nicholas got there, flicked it up in one motion. Manu, though, another chance. 3-wall play, it lands in. Nicholas makes a save outside. He's got to get up. Manu takes a look. There's another one. It's in. Nicholas plays this rebote past Manu. Now Manu's going to run and will not get there. Great point. That goes to Nicholas, and he's tied at 3-3. Look at this. Nicholas goes flying into the net, and then he goes flying into the judge here.
And Tito's not
and look
even,
at this.
He's not even where he normally gets hit, which is up front.
It was a good safe play by Nicholas. He didn't follow through, or else he could have hit the judge and then, oh no, get out of the way. And he gets it past safely, and it scores. What an effort. Great point by Nicholas. We're tied. That one dropping. Nicholas flicks it up. Now Manu. From the 10 line, high to the inside, long rebote, forehand, turned by Nicholas. Picked off on Manu again on the left side now, back inside, dropping in the corner. Not a lot on that rebote. Nicholas makes the save. Now Manu scrambles a bit, returns a 2-wall. Oh my, that's a good 2-wall from the backcourt.
Wow. What a shot.
What a shot that was for 3. Manu leads.
This has been just a clinic in backcourt shot throwing. By the backcourt, Manu.
Look at where that opens.
Backhand 2-wall scored. Picado scored. 2-wall scores. Rebote 2-wall score. I mean, Manu's just been on fire. You just can't drop.
Long rebote, Manu gets out at the 6 line, turns it to pass. Now Nicholas. Wall to wall 2, that's a good throw over Manu. This one sticks inside again. Nicholas running with it the whole way. Off his footing, he lays it up. Manu trying to attack. Inside placement. Will he get there? He's not going to. 5 points for Manu. Possible set point.
Nicholas doing his best, chase down every ball. Back to the inside it goes. Takes its second bounce before Nicholas can get to it.
Nicholas takes in the serve, fires the backhand up the middle. Manu takes off early, sends it inside, tries to put it on the wall. Nicholas gets there, makes the catch, sends it back. Manu waits for the rebote, lays it up off the front wall. Nicholas controls the bounce, whips it inside. It's dropping. Manu steps up, backhand, low runner, into the corner again, out to the rebote, saved by Nicholas. Manu takes it right off the wall. Left side rebote, 2-wall. Oh, that scores for Nicholas. That extends the set here. Still possible set point for Manu.
Manu just got a little bit of a late start here. Literally right off the tip.
Rebote forehand comes up the middle. Manu, Costado, 2-wall is in and it scores. Point and set. Manu wins it 6-4. 2 minutes. Come back, play set 2. First set goes the way of Manu there, 6-4. And shot making at a premium. I mean, both players. Manu from the Costado. Throwing a wide variety too, a couple 3-walls. Take a look at some of those replays. There's the outside placement to open things up. That was a sneaky one. I mean, not really expecting that. And then a backhand 2-wall. Not expecting that for Manu. And then he gives the that 2-wall rebote. All right. Well, here's just a standard 2-wall that Nicholas gets to, and yeah, that. Say, folks, it's probably one of my favorite looking plays here in Jai-Alai. They make the catch go flying into the net. You love the effort. And then how about that? I mean, he gets there all the way in the back corner by the service box. I mean, covering the entire length and width of the court here. Reads this rebote perfectly, past Manu, and then that's too long of a run for Manu to make a save of his own. Nicholas and Manu enjoying some of these replays, and I'm gonna laugh about that one. What a great point. But then Manu got back to the shot making. Rebote 2-wall there. That was just, I mean, just nasty, really. Inside placement here. too long of a run. And then the final throw here. Now there's a 2-all, excuse me, by Nicholas. Most of the shot making came from Manu. That one thrown by Nicholas, but here's 2-all. You see he got Nicholas leaning inside. And ends at 6-4. See the players there and everyone, look, enjoying those replays, as we said, in between the sets. 4-1 game day score for the Cyclones. A big day brewing. They've already secured the win, but a chance to make it 5-1 if Manu can win one of these next 2 sets. Cyclones' last game day was a 5-1 win over the Chargers, so back-to-back 5-win days. Very significant when we get to those tiebreakers at the end of the year. And with only 1 point for a game day win and half a point for a game day tie, it's hard to open up that gap. Players are out there ready to go. Clock winding down. Let's begin set number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Nicholas will serve to Manu. Nicholas serves. Set 2 is underway. Manu gets there before it crosses the wall. Backhand right in the corner. Saved by Nicholas. Back to Manu. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. This one dropping. Nicholas gets there again. Robote clears the screen. Manu. Outside placement off the Robote. Stopped by Nicholas. His sidearm carom is perfect. Nicholas, the first point of our second set.
Yeah, Nicholas landed that one very nicely.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Robote forehand turned by Manu. Nicholas lines it up, makes the catch off the side wall. Manu lays this one up, looking for the bounce. Oh, Nicholas controls it, outside placement. Manu read it the whole way. Manu, his forehand inside. Oh, is stopped, but not held on to as he went to make the throw. That ties things up, 1-1.
Tremendous effort there by Nicholas to make that catch. Beautiful catch here. Hard to the outside. Manu makes the catch, scopes out where Nicholas is. Hard to the inside he goes. Just was not able to settle it in his basket.
This one drops right in the corner, and it scores. 2 points for Nicholas. Manu makes the catch, floats it up from the 11 into that corner. Nicholas, beautiful Robote, just cleared the screen. Manu flicks it up to the outside. Nicholas moved in, now retreats, controls it at the 8, blasts it inside. Tip ball by Manu. 3-1 lead for Nicholas.
Manu's pretty solid making those catches at the side wall. That one came off. A little bit more bounce.
Manu from the 12. Puts it past Nicholas. He turns a 2-all rebote and scores by Nicholas. He's opened up a 4-1 lead. Manu opens with the backhand inside. Nicholas runs under it. Lays it back, Manu. A little bit higher this time. Passing Nicholas. He's out for the rebote. Plays it from the 8. Sends it wall to wall. Manu, outside placement, is in the pad. 5 points for Nicholas. He's got a possible set point.
Was working for him earlier in the first set, not so far in the second set.
Nicholas out there at the 7 line. Rebote forehand. Clears the screen. Floated up. Here's Nicholas. Manu, good range. Backhand 2-wall. Follows, but it kicks out of play. Point and set. We got a third set coming up in just 2 minutes.
So Manu takes the first set 6-4. Nicholas comes back 6-1 in the second set. You're watching Battle Court live from Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently playing our 6th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Some replays from that second set. Nicholas coming out pretty much well on fire. That 2-all starting things off, opening up away from Manu. Rebote now for Nicholas. 2-all rebote. Manu took a little stutter step before he took his first step towards that, unable to get to it. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Focus on Nicholas. Got a little less than a minute to go before we begin our next set. Don't forget we play Battle Court Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Fridays, 7 p.m. when we are open to the public right here in Miami, Florida. Not even 2 miles from Miami International Airport. The gates.
I was going to say, you can almost walk. Yeah.
The gates might be, 2 miles, but not the first runway.
But it's a good walk either way.
Yeah, it would be a good walk, as long as it's not raining or too hot. Yeah.
This time of year, you never know.
Got a third set. It's probably both. Got a third set coming up here in about 10 seconds.
Yes, the game day wrapped up. You see the score, 4 wins already for the Cyclones, but one more win here, prize money for the players, so still a lot on the line. In this third set, where Manu will have the serve when we do begin here momentarily. Judges making their way out. We are ready to begin set number 3. Manu will serve to Nicholas. There's the serve. We begin our final set. Long rebote coming out. Manu tracks it down, plays it to pass. Now Nicholas. That one a little too high, kicked up and out of play. Manu gets the first point of our third and final set. Nicholas, powerful backhand. Manu went back for it. Now he's trying to get out there, and he does save the rebote. It's got to bounce. Nicholas, low and hard inside. Scoop by Manu. Backhand comes shooting out again. Saved by Nicholas. Picked off by Manu along the wall. He sends it up. Nicholas waiting for it. He sends the rebote high inside. 3-wall play. Manu turns it back inside. Long run. Nicholas dropped it. 2 in a row for Manu.
Nicholas may have just had more basic misses on the catches today than we've seen all season.
Yeah.
Just an off day for him. It happens. Nothing easy about the catches. Nothing easy about catching the ball in Jai-Alai, but...
Yeah, but sometimes if anybody does, these two make it look particularly easy.
No, they do.
It's just been a few, I mean, even in the first doubles that you're alluding to. Surprising. Nicholas sends that one way out. Turned 2 walls by Manu, but not enough. Nicholas looking for that 3-wall play. Oh my, Manu caught it behind him.
Oh,
Returns
wow.
the carom, that scores. Man, oh man, what a combination there. 3-0, Manu leads.
Confidence and skill. Wow. This makes a very difficult catch. Makes the 2-all. Nicholas gets it. Nicholas puts it over his head. He reaches behind him,
Oh my.
off his footing, takes a look where he is, sees him going back inside, and throws a carom. That's a ballsy shot. That's the only thing to call it. It just is. That's just some shot. Confidence and skill.
Great stop there by Nicholas along the back wall. Manu pulls it in, sends it high and deep. Rote forehand inside, clears the screen. Manu, another chance. This one right up the middle. Nicholas picks it off, shoots a 2-wall, but that is out of play. 4-0, Manu leads.
Front court judge took one on the leg.
Here's Manu on the inside. Floats it up and out of reach. Here's a rebote, left side. Oh, Manu got there, but he did touch the net with the offhand. That is a foul. And a point for Nicholas. He's on the board here in our 3rd set.
Have to say it. That was a very good call by our front court judge. Who's in there now? So, okay, he's right there.
Yeah, that was...
That's it. Settling yourself with that hand.
It was subtle and it was quick.
It was subtle and quick. I mean, that was a great call by the judge. That could have easily been missed.
High floating backhand. That's right along the wall. Nicholas sends it back past Manu, but he's in position. Saves the rebote inside. This one dropping. What a save by Nicholas. Long run. Now Manu. Great control. High to the inside. Nicholas can't get there, but he's got a chance at the rebote. He keeps it going. Now Manu inside again.
Oh, that's a high bounce. He has a shot at it.
Nicholas, yeah,
he got
once
it.
more, he got there. How about another one? Oh, this one is going to be caught in the air by Nicholas. Oh, a 2-0 return
clipped.
comes back to Manu. He fires it inside to score. Great point. 5-1 lead for Manu. Possible set. Possible match point.
That's the difference between throwing it up the wall and clipping the side wall. You asked me, I think, a few years ago, you know, what's the issue with clipping? What's the issue with? That's the issue with clipping. You don't want to clip the side wall.
Just a quick timeout. Yeah, take another look at this play here.
What's the problem here? That's not incidental.
Yeah, it was just a little like touch. Yeah, just a subtle little move.
It may be subtle, it may be little, it may be whatever, but it's not incidental.
No, but it's a foul. Yeah,
exactly. But it's a foul.
Subtle, but not incidental. That's well said. Yeah.
Front court judge signaling very clearly.
Nicholas takes that serve off the wall. Manu comes flying in to make the catch. Rabote coming out. Rabote missed along the side wall. Point, set, and match. Manu closes it out in a third set, 6-1. And you see that game day score, a big one for the Cyclones, 5-1. They defeat the Devils. We'll be back in just a few moments and hear from Manu.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
And we are back here, folks. Take a look at those standings. Those are official after today's action. 2 wins now for the Cyclones, 1 loss and 1 tie. Good enough for the top spot in our standings. Again, 4 game days played for the Cyclones, 2 for the Renegades, 3 for the Chargers. But at the end of the season, everybody will have played 15 full game days. We've got Manu over here in the DraftKings Players Cage after that win, winner of that last match of the day. Here he is, Manu, joining us after that win. 3-0 to begin your single season this year. And last year, you were just 3-7 in 10 matches. What's the key to such a hot start in singles play?
I don't know. This is miraculous for me, but no. Happy to start the season like that, me and my team, because everybody is involved, and so very happy. At the end of the day, is focus on the team, winning, trying to make some point to the play and go to the playoff. So very happy, and my game in single is try to put my opponent close to the left wall and rebote. So nothing, my style of play.
Awesome, Manu. The shot making was great. The catching was great as always, and a big win for your Cyclones again. Congratulations on another great day.
Thank you.
That's going to do it for us today on the game day. Join us tomorrow night. I believe we're going to have the Chargers and Renegades right here at 5 p.m. We'll see you then.